And welcome to Business Party Podcast. We had last week off, been a little bit. Like Davey said, it feels like been off for like a fucking month.
I know, dude. It's
Yeah.
been a
But
while.
I was sick. I had that going on. Davey had a lot of work
Baby
stuff going on and baby
work.
stuff, and Mama had family stuff going on. Husband out of town, in-laws in town. Probably wanted to rip her hair out somewhat. So yeah, good old
Girl.
times.
Hey, by the way, Mama's wearing a different sweater today, just to let everybody know.
I am. I know. I hate the intro. I'm just like, I need to buy another sweater, man.
I like the intro. All I do is eat.
Speaking of intro, when I hit live, the videos were too high, and I was like, "Oh shit, I couldn't click that." So I clicked on one just so the shit would get out of the way, so I could go to the regular intro. I was like, "Damn it!" But yeah, at least I got it down. Got it down.
Well, yeah, because the reason why is because we added a new intro for today because of our special guests, and here
Yes.
they go.
Shake and bake boys, live stream on the tube. Kings of spontaneity, yeah, feel the crew. Stay weird, grab your beers, let it all unfold. In this digital world, watch the chaos unfold. Whoa. Shake and bake, boys, live stream on the tube. Kings of spontaneity, and feel the crew. Stay weird, grab your beers, let it all unfold. In this digital world, watch the chaos unfold. Oh ho.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Shake and Bake Boys.
What is up, everybody? Cheers. What is going on?
Hell yeah!
Cheers.
Cheers,
Welcome,
folks.
It is a pleasure to be here. Cheers. Let's
Absolutely
do this.
pleasure to be here.
Hell
Do
yeah!
By the way,
Here we go.
the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh.
Yeah, well,
Do it, Maddie. Hell yeah!
I had to pick one team close to home, and so that was the team I picked.
No, you didn't. You could pick any team anywhere in the NFL. My buddy growing up, his brother was a 49ers fan. What up, Doom?
What up, Doom?
What up, Baby Doom? Hi,
Everybody-
buddy. Baby Doom's here. Oh, my goodness gracious.
He's the most based gay dude I've ever met in my
Oh,
life.
dude. Baby
Well,
Doom
next
is
next to
next to legally.
legal, yeah, legal is definitely too.
Legally and based and Baby Doom, two of my favorite people. Two of my favorite people ever. They're just two cool dudes.
Hell yeah!
I like those dudes a lot. But boys, welcome. We've been
Glad to
talking
be
for
here.
a
Glad
while.
to be here, Biz, Davey, Mom,
Hell
Jay.
yeah!
Thank y'all for having us.
Yeah, we have been talking for a while trying to get this put together. So I mean, it's fucking good to be up here, man.
Yeah, and
Finally-
very good
finally
to
getting
have you guys
on.
on because I know you guys do your show on Wednesdays as well.
Yes.
And I appreciate you guys carving out some time. Definitely.
Oh, of course. Yeah, not a problem, man. Like I said, we've actually been really excited about doing this. We've talked about it for quite a while. Yeah, it's been something that we've really been looking forward to. So
Hell yeah!
I said,
give me
you guys,
just a second. I'll be right back.
you guys go off the rails, and so do we. I mean, we are who we are. Spontaneity. I mean,
Yeah. We have quite a bit on that on here as well. We've gotten a little bit more structured on like stuff that we want to talk about and whatnot. But I can't lie, we still do some ADHD and a lot of yes anding. So if somebody brings up something, me and Dave, you might go off for a little while.
Squirrel.
About some shit.
Rabbit hole. Rabbit hole.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And then we have Mama here to be like, "Hey guys, we got to talk about this." And we're like, "Oh yeah, that's right. This is where we got to go." You're right, Mama. No problem. You know. But yeah, no, it's so much fun, and we I've been me and Lone Star have been friends for a while on TikTok, and been talking and everything like that, and we're just like, yeah, we got to do each other's shows, and it's been a while in the making. Let's just say
Yeah,
that.
we've definitely been talking about it for a hot minute, and then found out you were on YouTube. I said, "Yep, link in bio over there," and then the rest is history. So
Hell yeah.
So like, so
Yeah,
you guys
speaking
do
of that, I gotta find you on TikTok. Sorry, I just thought about that. I'm like, I don't even have either of them on TikTok. I need to find them on there. As long as I have my account, if it's still up.
that happens. Love to just boot people left and right. I mean, that's
Yeah.
So you guys are mainly a sports show, So like
Yeah.
but
enough, fair
okay,
enough.
I want to say mainly a sports show, but not really because you guys do sports, you do games, you do weed talk, 'cause
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do a lot of different stuff. We do our top tens. We have the Shaking Big Boys top 10. So if you go back and look at some of our channels, videos on our channel, we've done top tens. We've done spicy challenges. You can go back and watch our dumbasses eat the Pocky One Chip on our channels. Like we've done a lot of those kind of crazy.
Hold on. You both did it?
Yeah, we've done it. We've done it like 3 or 4 times.
Nice.
Yeah. And we had most
How
of
are you
the
the
first,
next day
the
after
first
that?
video. Yeah, there it is.
So
Dude, yeah, I did it one time on here. Me and my buddy Legal, we did it on here, and it was pretty intense.
Oh, it's no joke, dude. And then the one they have recently, the one that I have is the same one that he has, and that's the most recent one. And man, they stepped up their game on that one, man.
What's up, Jennifer?
It hurt going down and coming out the next day, man. I'm not even lying.
Oh yeah.
It's not a fun scenario to be in, bro. I mean, yeah, both ends on fire. It's not fun.
Mama, you want to do the one chip challenge?
No.
I have no intention.
Oh, we already have a. We already have a bet with our
No
subscribers right
intention.
now.
No intention.
If we can get 100 people to come in on one of our Wednesdays to do pick'ems, if we can get 100 people on the board on one Wednesday, we will eat the Pocky One Chip live right then and there on that panel, like right there on the stream. So we
I
already
still
have that.
have-
Oh
bet
my
with
God.
I actually still have one from the blue. It was the blue one like 2 years
That's
ago.
what that one is, I believe. It's the
Yep.
Okay, I still have one.
Turned your mouth blue. Yeah.
OG.
OG, how you doing, man? Cheers, buddy. Hope you're doing well, man.
What's
Oh.
up?
Man.
But
You
yeah,
know,
like I said,
I couldn't
we've done it for
imagine.
we've done it for many years, and he brings me out of retirement each and every single year. So every time I do, I was like, I'm not doing this again. He goes, guess what?
Every year.
There's another chip out, and thank God that they do not make these anymore because I got sick of coming out of retirement. But I will do
Dude,
it.
that's what best friends are for, man. Like he said, I'm done. I'm retired. And the next year it came out. I'm like, hey, I bought you a chip. It'll be at your house tomorrow. We're doing it next live stream. And like that's just how it happens. Like he gets the chip and we do it on a live stream. Like it's just that's it's
How
one of
do
our
you
running
prepare
jokes.
your buttholes for the aftermath?
You don't.
You don't.
Honestly, you just kind of have to suffer for. I mean, you get the dude wipes and you put them in the fridge or the freezer. That helps. The coldness, the coolness, that actually does help. But if that's
borrow
about it.
girlfriend's thong or something.
Oh,
Just
dude, and
put
it's-
it down
it's
towards
thong.
the wipe in there.
And it is
Right.
for real, like the calm before the storm. Because once it settles in, you're okay, and then it hurts for a little while. Then the next day, it's
Yeah.
the fucking storm. It
Yeah.
is terrible.
And there's
Well, and
no
when
like, you can't eat enough sour cream, cottage cheese, ice cream, yogurt. You cannot eat enough of that before it's all going to come back out. So I mean, eventually, it's still going to hurt. It doesn't matter how you try to coat it; it's going to hurt.
When we do it, like when we
Man.
plan on doing it, we do a lot of prep beforehand. Like we eat mashed potatoes and like dairy products and stuff. Like you're putting it on top of things that are gonna
So,
kind of absorb the capsaicin. Yeah, Vaseline, exactly. That's probably the best bet, honestly.
So
Hey.
Make everything slide out a little smoother,
right?
Wait, do you eat the Vaseline?
Lubricate from the inside, right?
I mean, it may not, as long as it ain't toxic, it may not be a bad idea.
Listen, we all come from an era where we ate glue, so Vaseline,
Yeah.
I don't think
Fair enough.
would be any different.
That is very true.
Shorter one. He was about to make you sweat, shit, throw up, cry at the same time.
Oh yeah, and you'll sweat your ass off taking that challenge, bro. Like
Dude.
you all of a sudden out of nowhere, you're just
Well,
you got sweat dripping down
Oh,
your
yeah.
face. It's miserable.
When I did it, I felt, and also like all the capsation, you get that capsation high. I felt like I took like a fucking Xanax for a minute.
Yeah.
Like I was like, damn, like woo, getting all tingly and shit.
Yeah, like
Well,
that.
and then
You
later
start
on,
feeling
what happens
sweat.
is you get that endorphin crash,
You get-
dude. Like your endorphins are so high,
Mhm.
taking, and then all of a sudden later you just have that endorphin crash where you're like, okay, I'm done, and your
Oh, yeah.
body just like shuts down, dude.
It's bad.
Yeah,
Oh my
those chips are no
God.
joke.
I love Mama's face. She's just like,
What's up, Ricky? Cheers,
What?
buddy.
We're making
He's like-
it sound
he's
like,
like,
it's
who-
the absolute devil. I mean, it kind of is.
It
Right.
sucks.
Ways.
It's not
hot
fun.
and it's hot. I mean,
Mama's
so-
like, who are these masochists that I am talking to?
Yeah.
right now?
It just
Mom
makes
is just
me
like, I
honest-
don't understand this. This is what my son and my 2 sons are going to turn out to be. Probably. They're just going to be like,
Probably.
yeah, let's do the 1 chip challenge.
Yeah.
It reminds me of, I don't know if you guys ever watched Blue Mountain State.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But they're trying to do like to to cool down your inner temperature, and they had the popsicles that they stuck up
yeah.
your butt.
Yeah.
What the hell?
That show was hilarious.
Yep.
Dude, I tell you what, I can't look at the guy that plays Reacher now without thinking of Thad Castle. I can't. It doesn't matter what he does. I'm like, get or whatever. However he would scream and stuff. I can't.
I am dead, man. No, not yet. What you mean?
I'm ashamed I never saw that show. Damn it.
You have to.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's hilarious.
It's a good show. But I mean,
the
listen,
first episode, people are sticking Oreos in their butts and like running down the field.
Please
You
don't
know it's gonna be a good show.
Please don't tell me there's fucking centipedes or human centipedes.
No, no,
That would
it's
be
not one
well
of those shows.
Okay.
but it, like,
Just make sure.
It's really funny.
frozen starfish.
did anybody see the new? This is why I love Michael Keaton. Did anybody see the new trailer? The new like promotion for Beetlejuice or
Yes.
All of it. What did you walk into? All of it. That's
Oh,
did any
Exactly. All of it.
This is why I love Michael Keaton. Did you see this?
Oh no, I haven't.
That's awful.
Oh, that's dope. He was on there. I'm gonna have to watch this.
Hi. First of all, welcome to the show. How long is this going to take? I got to get to the spa. Wow. Okay. Who are some of your influences? Well, Napoleon was a pal. Bieber, of course, for obvious reasons. Caligula was a wild man. I'm not going to say that.
Caligula. You have to be from a certain era to know what Caligula is. And Mama's face is telling me she has no idea what Caligula is. Oh,
Nope.
We're
I
gonna have
don't
What
want
to-
to
era do
introduce
you
it
have
to
to
you.
be in to know what that is?
You got a what?
right.
So what era do you have to be in to know what that is?
Do you know what it is?
No.
Oh, Mama, don't do it. Lone Star, watch Caligula, the original.
Fair enough.
What? Well, hold on. Okay, share with the class, please.
Okay, so Caligula was originally a. Hold on, let me.
It's an '80s film.
It's an 80s
Yeah.
film that was supposed to be about a Greek god, but it
Mhm.
was technically a porn. It was NC-17. It was it was an NC-17 video, a movie that they didn't tell Malcolm McDonald that he and all the regular actors they were going to be a part of.
Mm-hmm.
And Caligula at one point takes Crisco, puts it on his hand, and shoves it in a guy's anus.
Wow.
Yeah.
His what? His what?
His anus.
He had two. He had two screenwritings.
Yeah. My parents accidentally, when I was like, I think 12 or 13, my parents accidentally rented it because they were like, oh, it's a Greek movie. Like, and they rented it and they were just like I think 5 minutes into it, they were just like, no.
Turn it off.
Yeah. So it was a porn director that made a movie while
Oh wow.
yeah.
So they had no idea that it was a porn director. They thought
Nope.
it was like a normal.
Wow.
Dude. Caligula is the weirdest movie you
San
will
Diego handshake.
Oh God.
yeah.
That is
So when he
hilarious.
said Caligula, listen, my love for Michael Keaton is infinite.
Sure puts
Dude,
a new
yeah,
spin on
he's
When in
fucking
Rome, doesn't it?
amazing.
Yes. Because that's what they do. Rome was a lot gayer than people thought.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
really gay.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
especially in the later time before it fell. That's when it became real
Remember,
bad.
Biz? That's how they transferred their knowledge.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ah.
They got knowledge close. That's what they
They got knowledge close.
They're just downloading information. That's all it is.
Yeah.
That's wild. That is wild.
Oh my god. Wait, hold on. So Michael Keaton was Batman, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So
Yes.
now it makes me think. I need to know, who do you all think? I know this is an ADD moment, but who is the
Squirrel.
best Batman?
Oh, you're gonna send us down this rabbit hole, aren't
Yep.
you? Holy fuck!
Yeah,
Oh,
we're doing
Yep.
it. We're doing it.
I don't even think I can answer that
I
question.
still think
without,
Michael
like,
Keaton, because you had Jack Nichols or
I-
Jack Nichols as
yeah.
Joker.
As the
That
Joker.
was a Kim Basinger and that was
Danny DeVito.
Danny
Right.
DeVito, yeah, dude. I mean, Keaton. I mean, I think he's hands down my favorite
and
Batman.
now that I know he's shoving this thing in, he shouldn't. I don't know about it now. It may change my avenue.
It made me love
He's like,
him more.
it just changed my whole opinion of this
Like,
guy.
I'm pretty torn between Keaton and Bale's, mainly because Bale was he was more of the better persona when it came to Batman and the fighting and everything, and he was a pretty good Playboy-esque character. But man, the Batman voice was terrible. He should. Why do you got to sound like you were gargling cigars and rocks in the morning just to be
Because he
Batman?
was. He can't talk now. He's got fucking throat cancer.
Right.
No, that was Val Kilmer.
Yeah, that was Kilmer.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
That's
No.
my favorite Batman, but that's because they only had like 2 VHSs and one was Batman Forever, and I just watched that shit on repeat.
I watched that one quite a bit.
Yeah, Batman Forever was pretty good. I did enjoy that movie.
Yeah.
I really
So
did.
let Mama J is a Christian through and through. Like, she called her cousin a heathen.
No, my aunt. Get it?
She called
Get
her
it straight.
aunt.
It was my aunt,
A
but my
heathen.
aunt's only 3 years older than me, so it doesn't really.
Hey,
She's not
he-
really me.
Adam
But I
West was
did.
pretty good. Can't lie,
Different.
especially for the time.
It was different, but I did call her. I didn't just call her a heathen. I wrote it on her mirror in lipstick.
I mean, you technically didn't say it. It was
I
written.
mean, if you're gonna do
It's
it,
very
do it
passive
right,
aggressive.
right?
Yeah, so
I
Red
mean, if
Rum,
you're gonna do it.
technically Red
Right.
wasn't telling people to off other people. It was just like, hey, I wrote it on a mirror.
Right?
Yeah.
You heathen.
Listen.
Oh man.
I had,
So is that Michael Keaton the new the new Beetlejuice?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Michael Keaton revises. It's out. I can't wait to see it.
I'm interested to see it, but the one thing that I've heard that I guess some people like, but I'm kind of weary of, is that he's only in like probably 30 or 40% of the movie or something. He's not in it a whole lot, so it's yeah. But we'll see.
It's one of those remakes that they make that they put the star in for like a very short period of time to make people worth wanting to go see it,
right.
but yet not
Mhm.
really revolving it around that person anymore, trying to get new actors' names out there and like, you know what I mean? So it's like it's a
Gotcha.
remake, but he's
Yeah.
not going to be the star of it like he was in the original Beetlejuice.
Oh, does
that
it come
movie
out
was freaking
Friday?
amazing.
September 6th.
comes out
yeah,
Friday.
Ah,
Yeah.
nice.
yeah.
So
I'm
speaking of
excited,
new
man.
movies, has anybody had a chance to see Deadpool, Wolverine? And
Yes.
Not yet. I haven't.
I have not, and I do not like spoilers. So
Listen, it's been out for long enough. I'm not
give it
gonna
my
lie.
rating. I was told that it was a 20 out of 10. So I was like, that's impossible. I mean,
Okay.
That's
I
impossible.
can see where some people would kind of go off and have fun with that movie. Like for me, it's just like, I mean,
It's gonna for me. It'll be hard to beat fucking the Avengers. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
exactly. That was
So
good.
here's
well,
why.
the Thanos Avengers. That was the best.
Yeah.
Like that first one was the best one.
Oh yeah.
The one where they studied if Thanos could actually happen at a
Oh
college,
my
and they gave
god! I need to bring that scene back because whenever Davey brought that up, I lost my shit. On
So
the
we
podcast.
did one of those because we're mainly a political show today. Fridays we do more memes and stuff like that. But when me and Biz, we were talking about Rand Paul's list every Christmas. Rand Paul puts a list of things that that the government has spent money on, and one of it was it gave one of the universities, I forget what university, $200,000 to study whether or not Thanos's thumb click can actually happen.
Yeah.
And Biz was just went the fuck.
I
What
fucking started
the-
losing my shit. I was like, I mean, like the main thing is like, it's a fucking comic, dog. Why are you like, yeah, how are you gonna spend money on
Whoever
that?
works for that fucking college is a fucking genius because they just got $200,000 for the fucking
Yeah.
college for fucking nothing.
That's actually a very
Like,
good point.
seriously. I mean, there's somebody in their marketing department is a fucking genius, man. You know what? We're gonna fucking submit this to the government, and they're gonna give us a bunch of money to research this because it might be possible.
It's
Well,
like,
I think,
man.
and then another one was they got like another university got like 1.3 million to study whether or not cocaine is good with squirrels or something like that.
What? Yeah, let's just give all these squirrels fentanyl and freaking they're all gonna be passed out.
Squirrels are fucking
Right.
crazy enough as it is, okay? We do not need to be giving squirrels cocaine, okay? Like, that's just dumb.
I know you need to be giving it to us.
Well, the CIA.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Got black lights for the Enterprise
Oh.
today. OG, yeah, dude. His I think it was his dad or his grandpa has a built-in like decopod, like this badass replica of the Picard era USS Enterprise, and it's got like black light. All the windows are black light reactive, so when you light up a black light, it lights up in the dark, dude. It's freaking pretty badass, dude. It's all handmade.
Oh, they got black lights there for the Enterprise.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah,
now you
what
can
the
see
hell?
it all lit up. All the windows are black light reactive, and it's
That's
pretty
pretty
fucking
dope.
cool. Yeah,
Hell yeah.
I'm a huge Trekkie, and I'm a nerd, bro. Like,
Oh, I got-
I'm
oh,
a
dude.
straight up nerd.
I am too. It's for me, it's Star Wars more and like some other shit.
See,
But yeah,
And I like both because you've got one that's based in science and one that's based in science fiction. You know, one's like fantasy and one's based in like the actual like Star Trek is based more in like scientific, like we're going out,
Right.
we're on a ship, we're doing this. Whereas Star
Right.
Wars is based more in a mythological force that I can move things with my mind
Right.
with, kind of sort of way, you know.
right.
So I can
That all of
enjoy
us
both.
tried. That all of us
Yeah.
tried as soon as we saw the first movie. We were like,
Yeah, you're like, oh, I can do it. I know I can do it. I saw it move. I saw it move. Oh,
Honestly,
yeah.
when you sit back and you actually think about Star Wars, it's really stupid. I have to say.
Well,
I'm gonna
blasphemy
piss
by
people off.
Jackie. Bye, Jackie.
No, seriously
Star
though,
Wars
hear
nerd.
me out. Hear me out. Okay. When you watch
Yeah.
the first 3 movies, you come to say, "Oh, he has a crush on his sister. That's weird." And then he ends up
Yeah.
being the third wheel and the annoying brother the rest of the movie. You want to know why it's so bad? It was so bad. Luke Skywalker is so bad that Spaceballs didn't even put his character in that fucking movie.
The
Yup.
fact that you mentioned Spaceballs.
And you know what? You know what? You know what
Hell yeah.
Harry Potter is, right? Harry Potter is Star Wars rewritten. If you look at the storyline of fucking Harry Potter and the storyline, the fucking child who was like uncles and aunt raised him and didn't know his
yeah.
past, didn't know his mother. Like the
Well,
whole
that-
storyline is very similar. In
That was-
Harry
They're
would've been
both
so
wet
much better if-
blankets. I'm sorry.
It would've been
Had-
so
it
much-
had to be said.
It would have been so much better if Jenny was his fucking cousin.
Oh, yeah, right. Well, that's like what there's like I forget what they say that Star Wars is pretty much ripped off from, but that's like what was that biker show, Sons of Anarchy?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was basically Star Wars on motorcycles for the most part.
Yeah.
I mean, when it comes
Pretty
down to
much.
the basis
Was
of
it-
it and shit,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
I mean, it's
I
just a
wouldn't-
story.
I don't
that
agree.
they do it different.
I wouldn't have correlated that with those two shows. That is for damn sure.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, a lot of concepts are just, just rewritten and
Oh yeah,
everything like that.
absolutely.
So
Yeah.
it's like
Mhm.
there's so much you can actually think of, and it's just like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Baseballs is
Hell
awesome.
yeah. Spaceballs does right.
I-
Just about any Mel Brooks movie rocks. Okay, I'm
My-
sorry. I love Mel
My
Brooks.
favorite shit is
Fucking
when they
love
were
Mel
like,
Brooks.
"Go comb the desert for stuff." And they were
Yeah,
like, "We
go
haven't found
comb the
nothing.
desert. Yeah.
We haven't found nothing." And the black dude's like, "We ain't found shit."
We ain't
And then he drops her fucking suitcase, and the big ass giant fucking hairdryer falls out. You're like, are you fucking kidding me right now? Like you've been trying. No. Oh, dude.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fun, y'all. This summer we went to Legoland. My son
Okay.
was super excited. He had us put down the windows and we're going into the parking lot. And he goes, "It's the power of the
I can see
Schwartz! It's the power of the Schwartz!" My
That's
8-year-old
hilarious.
is yelling this. And I'm like,
Yeah,
"Oh my
there-
God."
Let's go right. Let's go.
Wow.
Yes.
Go comb the desert.
Sir?
What?
Are we being too literal?
No, you fool. We're following orders. We were told to comb the desert, so we're combing it.
We
Found
too
anything
little.
yet? Nothing yet, sir.
I love how it says Ace on it. I love how it's like that
How
actual
about
like
you?
brand name comb.
Yeah.
That's great.
Not a thing, sir.
Not a thing.
And I love how the black guys have the pick.
Yeah.
They have the smallest.
Look,
Oh, dude.
like, you may pick
They're
up
like
on
nothing.
but that's funny.
What
Nothing,
about you
sir.
guys? We ain't found shit.
We ain't found shit.
That's awesome. Well, I will say a part of my name is because of that movie. The other part is because I'm in Texas and I used to drink Lone Star beer. So
Right on.
That
baseball,
movie,
beer in Texas.
that movie is great, man.
Yeah,
That movie.
Listen, that movie still stands like the test of time because we
Oh, yeah.
watched it a couple months ago and it was just
Yeah.
it was still so funny.
I
How
have,
many assholes we got on this ship? Yo!
Yo! Yo! Although I do have to agree with Jennifer, Blazing Saddles is another fucking amazing
Oh,
movie,
my
and that is like
it's the
iconic.
best.
I'm
That is an
telling you right
iconic
now.
movie.
I'm telling you right now. I buy physical copies of DVDs because they're just taking stuff out, and it,
Oh,
it
yeah.
sucks so badly because they're just taking things out of history, and it sucks.
Well, independent movie channel or something like that. They do play
Smack
Blazing
it, Mama
Saddles
J,
like a
smack
little-
it.
Like they'll play like 2 or 3 times a week.
There it goes.
I'll catch it. I'm like, oh, this is gold.
Yeah,
I
it's
heard that they're making a second Spaceballs. I don't know when it's going to come out, but I've heard that they're making a second one.
Don't do it.
See, and I'm
Don't
with
ruin
you.
it.
I'm with you. Like, there's some movies that
Right.
you just do not make a sequel for because you just
Yeah,
screw it up.
I agree. Which
Mhm.
to me, if they made a second one, it would have been better if they did it around the era that they made the first one, not later on
Right.
for these
right.
days, because
Right.
it's not going to be the same. And if it is, it will be in theaters
Right.
for probably about a week until
Yeah.
it gets pulled. You know what I'm saying?
There's my Kathy
Yeah.
Bates. What's up, lady? Love
What's
you.
up?
How you doing? Good to see you.
I will say this though. There's one.
Mr. Davey got an experience meeting Miss Kathy Bates. That was a
Oh,
that was a
yes.
fun fucking night, bro.
Yes.
Woo! That
Listen.
started off a little rocky and ended okay, but man,
am
ooh, that
Yeah.
was fun.
Airplane 1 and 2 are both good.
Yeah.
That
I am
was
who
fun.
I am who I am,
Yes.
but it's nice to see you, Kathy.
Ass Hat and
I'm
Butthead.
just
Yeah,
glad
that's actually the name of one of our podcasts. Is the Ass Hat and Butthead podcast. We actually
I like it.
she coined that name for us a long time ago, Ass Hat and Butthead, and so we turned it into a podcast. So
Nice.
Yeah, so.
That is awesome. I said I love when she comes in and said ass and butthead.
Hell yeah.
Oh my
And I'm going to
god.
keep wishing that filmmakers do not mess with the Sandlot. I think.
Oh god, they already did. They made the
Not
Sandlot.
put older.
They
You
made
not put
the-
an older Wendy Peppercorn in there. I mean, she's still beautiful, but still, you just don't do
Yeah,
it.
no. What's up, Brian? Cheers, buddy. How you doing, man?
What's up, Brian?
Speaking of
I
cheers,
just-
I'm gonna grab a beer real quick. I'll be right back.
I just think
Hell yeah.
I want them to make seconds of movies, but I don't like Beetlejuice. You just kind of ruined it for me because now I was
Yep.
excited about it, thinking that, and Michael Keaton wasn't in a majority of the first one. He was probably in 50% of it.
Yeah.
But now that like it's throttled back, I'm like, and if you think about it now, like movies, they'll put the star up and the star won't be the main focal point of the movie, and it
Mhm.
sucks, because they want to put that person there and then, this the person's a star, but yeah, I don't know.
No, I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that, Ricky. Like I loved the History of the World Part 1, and the whole reason that the History of the World Part 1 was such a fucking funny and iconic movie was the fact that there was no Part 2. Like that was what was funny about it was Mel Brooks had never intended to make a Part 2 for that movie. It was supposed to be a spoof title, and now they're making the series out of it, and I'm like, I don't know. I mean, they're stretching for fucking TV entertainment. They're stretching for shows now. Like they're remaking things they shouldn't. Nobody correction. Now Foreskin Live, yes. Yes.
Correction, Foreskin Live.
Yeah, when I first started as Foreskin Blitz on YouTube, Miss Kathy Bates coined the term Foreskin Blitz, and it just stuck everywhere I went. So yeah, that's how the awesomeness of YouTube works. Is once you get a nickname from Kathy Bates, it doesn't go away. I went into a chat one night that I didn't know anybody. I thought it was a channel that I didn't know nobody. I was going in to meet people, trying to get out there when I first started on fucking YouTube. And I went in chat and I typed "cheers everybody" like I always do. I put my thumbs or whatever. And the host of the channel was like, "Oh my God, it's Foreskin Blitz." I'm like, "How in the hell do you know me?" I'm like, "I don't even know you, but you know my nickname that was given to me 3 days ago." Like, yeah, it was pretty crazy. It was pretty crazy.
And a star was born.
Right?
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
That's it.
That's awesome.
I want to put this out there because,
Yes.
dude,
Yes.
did you guys see any of this? This is the greatest interview ever. And by the way, I said it to Biz before we got here. Like, Trump doing the podcast circuit is probably the best thing he can ever do.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. I gotta bring this up. Please give the stream a
Cheers,
like
sick
and
and tired.
subscribe if you please
Cheers,
can. Please do that
Yeah.
for us because it'll bump us up in the algorithms, and you guys can come back and watch some more craziness later on.
Because if you don't give it a thumbs up, you don't love America.
Oh man.
America.
What's up, Sunfish?
You
How
don't
you doing?
drink, and you
Cheers.
don't drink or smoke, right?
I don't
Cheers,
drink or
Sunfish, your
smoke.
fish.
You never have.
Thanks for coming in.
No, I never have. I've had a great brother who taught me a lesson. Don't drink. And he said, don't smoke. He smoked and he drank, and he was a great guy. He was a handsome,
great
very
guy,
handsome
but yeah.
guy.
Great
He was
guy.
older. He was older.
He was a great guy. He drank, he smoked, but he was
Yeah,
he was a
he
great
was
guy.
fucking fantastic. You have 2 pounds of bacon every day, fantastic dude. Lived till he was 98, That's how that shit works, okay? I'm not that guy, okay?
Dude,
But there are
you-
people out there that do that and eat bacon every day of their life, and
Well,
somehow they
that,
live
like,
to be
reminds me of
100 years old.
That fucking Shane Gillis thing where he's talking about the old school baseball players. Like, Curly up to bat, he's 43 years old and
43
alcoholic,
years
and he's the greatest athlete alive.
But that was, you remember George Burns? Remember George Burns? He smoked
Oh,
a
yeah.
cigar like every day and
Yeah.
drank scotch until he was like 98.
Oh yeah.
Like
98. What the?
yeah, George Burns, I think almost hit 100. He might have been 99, but like it just depends on your genes and your body because
Hard
it's-
hands.
it's
And Working Blue is my wife's channel. That is my wife. That is my lovely, amazing wife. So she's
yeah.
dropping your guys' link in my chat. So
Hi,
Thank
Mike.
you.
our
Much
subscribers can
appreciated.
pick you guys up. So
Much
yeah,
appreciated.
she's always right next to me. So she's always here in the room with me. So
rancher ketchup with the air.
Oh, my bad.
bacon won't kill you. It's all the poisons and the rest of the food.
Uh,
Yeah, I can agree
ketchup.
with that.
Yeah.
I can totally agree with that.
And for
Stop
me-
adding additives, damn it. Just give us real
Right.
food.
Right.
That's
And for
okay.
me, it's ranch. I hate ketchup. Play the video though. Let's do this.
I was gonna
let's
say
play
I
this.
just
Yeah.
about sent Davey down a rant. I could see it in his
Yeah,
eyes.
quite
I
a
know.
bit old.
I could
His eyes
see
got all big. It's like, hold on.
He would. He had a problem with alcohol and smoke a lot. But I tell people, no drugs, no drinking, no cigarettes.
Yeah.
I tell that to my kids all the time. I'd say, no drugs, no drinking, no smoke. And
It was tough.
he'd always tell me, he'd say never. So he was, really old enough that you would look up to somebody, and I'd look up to him anyway.
Did you
but-
admire him?
yeah, I admired so much about him. He had so much going. He had the look. He
What
had
was his name?
unbelievable personality, like an incredible
Hold on. Is
personality.
this
What was his name, Donald?
His name?
is this the right clip, or is it later on?
It comes in later.
I say
A
go
lot
to
on
that.
our podcast.
Yeah.
A lot of our audience struggles or has struggled.
Oh wait, here, hold on.
What's up, Naughty Diamonds? Cheers. How you doing, Jess? Good to see you.
He had so much going. He had everything going. I think it happened in.
I'll find. You know what? I'll because there's I'll
You got
find
that-
it.
you got
I'll
that
find better
McDonald's
stuff. 'Cause
Wi-Fi?
Yeah, because that one he starts going into, it's like a little bit more almost heartfelt in that one. I'm like, man, that's not where the funny part is.
Yeah,
that was
so
it.
those of you. Sorry, I didn't mean to
No,
interrupt you.
no, like, that's all good. That was actually a pretty good interview. So if anyone does want to watch that, that's Theo Vaughn this past weekend, and obviously he
it
interviewed
is.
Trump. But it was pretty damn good, and this is one of the funniest parts. Go ahead.
Well, how did?
No, I would just do cocaine. That was really,
Well,
yeah. So not just, yeah.
that's down and dirty, right?
Yeah. And this is, yeah, this, I mean, it was, yeah.
But you don't anymore?
No, I don't do it anymore, man. And I'm not doing
Is it too much? Too much to handle?
Some of the stuff started to get a real rattle in it too. I don't know where we were even getting it from in this country, but yeah, it started to make me feel like I was a mechanic or
So
something.
the thing you go back to then is alcohol for the most.
Right. Yeah. But what I want probably is cocaine, but I know that if I have a drink, then it'll like be like, okay, well, I had a drink, then I can do this.
Is cocaine a stronger
Oh yeah.
up?
Yeah. Cocaine.
So you're way up.
Oh,
with
yeah.
Cocaine more than anything else you can think of.
Cocaine will turn you into a damn owl, homie. You know what I'm saying? You'll be out on your own porch, you know, and you'll be your own street lamp. You're freaking.
And is that a good feeling? Well,
No,
it's a miserable feeling.
but you do it anyway, just like the guy you're saying with the scotch. Like you.
Now, how many presidents in history do you think got talked to about cocaine and then got told that it'll turn you into a damn owl, homie? Like you'll be your own street lamp.
Oh God!
Oh my God!
That guy's a nut. That guy.
And I love how,
Theo
I love how
Von.
Trump. I love how Trump just took it and he like didn't act all weird. He was just like interested. He's like,
Tell me more.
Oh, how does that make you
Theo
feel?
Vaughn from like was it Road Rules or whatever he was on.
Yep.
And like he came around, I was like, why do I know that dude? And I looked it up and I was like, oh shit.
dude, for real. Only Theo Vaughn can talk to
They're
Trump.
legitimately interested, right? Oh yeah.
That's true.
Oh yeah.
And I'm gonna
my
tell you right now,
goodness.
he may have never done drugs, but there's no way he's never been around it. Like for all the time that he spent doing a bunch of shit, he's been around it for sure.
Oh, yeah.
They have their own
Yeah.
wine champagne, like the Trump champagne or something like that. They got
Right.
Yeah. I bet.
Yeah,
I
but
bet
it's
somebody in that family has at least fucking. Yeah.
yeah, but listen, the same thing with the that's what sucks is like, so Trump puts his name on a bunch of shit, right?
True.
And they all associate it with like he makes these decisions. Like if you own a business, like that's you have a bunch of people, you have thousands of people are just like, hey, this is what we want you to do. Yeah, put your name on this, put your name on that. Then he goes, okay, how much is it going to make me? It's going to make you this much. Okay. And that's the thing. Like, even if Trump put his name on cocaine, like he's like, how much is it going to make me? They're like, we have a product that will make you $1 million in 2 days. And Trump's like, okay. And they're like, Trump is a cocaine dealer. And he's like, what? I just got told it was going to make me $2 million in 1 day. And people don't understand that. Like it's, and that's what, like, I don't like, but normal everyday people don't understand that. And it's funny to me because you have everybody's like, well, he did this and he did that. And it was like, no, his business did. Like, do you own a business? Have you ever owned one?
Eric Trump does most of the business for Trump Enterprises now, as for since the last Trump last time he was president. Oh yeah, I can definitely see that. Yes, yeah. Oh, we're both clicking stuff. All right, please like, share, subscribe. Yes.
Keep your hands off the control.
Do it.
That's what we have to do because we both share this. All right.
So those of you out there in YouTube land that are tuning in on the Shake and Bake Boys channel, just so you guys know, we are live over on the Business Party Podcast with Biz, Davey, and Mama J. We met them a while back. Lone Star actually introduced me to their channel. And we finally were able to fucking get us together to be able to come up on the same live stream. So the link has been dropped in our chat to their channel. Make sure you hit a subscribe button over there. Make sure you follow them. Fucking awesome people for having us up here. And we appreciate you guys for having us up, man. Thanks.
Oh yeah,
make sure you're following these two gentlemen too, because
yes,
they're great. You know,
Hell yeah.
they're phenomenal.
I got a mouth on me though. I got a mouth on me. You just
Yeah,
got to
no,
be
no,
aware of that.
Oh,
You gotta
the-
be aware of that.
Kind of a sailor and a terror part.
we couldn't get a sponsorship from a gun store because I use the word fuck too much.
Yeah, that works.
Fair enough, fair enough.
All right.
That's why I was
That
like,
was-
you're already family. I already.
That's
I
my
like-
favorite. That's my favorite story. Is like we couldn't get a gun store, and he's like, "You guys use the word fire truck too much." I'm like, "Dude, you were in the military, and you own a gun store, and you say we
Right.
say fuck too much,
right.
Eh,
What the hell?
what's wrong with you?" But yeah, go follow the Shaking Bake
There's
Boys.
a funny thing out there called the fucking freedom of speech, and I'm gonna
Right.
say what the fuck I want. If you don't like it, then walk the fuck away from me.
Right.
Like plain and simple. Like you don't have to stand and listen to what the fuck I'm saying. If you don't want to listen to it, this is YouTube. There's a fucking 100 other people, maybe 1 million other people live right now. There's another live stream you can go watch if you don't like what I'm saying. That's what I say on my channel. I'm like,
Yep.
go somewhere else. Don't fucking hassle me for fucking speaking my mind because that's what the fuck you're gonna get. Oh, Kathy. Oh, Kathy. Stop cursing. You're the nice. I'm offended. Yeah, that's right. Because you're the innocent nun, right? You're the innocent one.
Ah, my goodness.
Sorry, guys. You guys were all drinking, so I had to go get myself something to drink.
What'd you get?
There you go.
What you drinking
I
on?
actually got myself a Coors latte.
Nice.
Ooh.
Coors latte.
I
Coors
put it in a
latte.
fancy glass.
You're fancy.
But have you guys heard about the astronauts that are stuck in space until
Yes.
2025?
I've
Oh,
heard
yeah.
something about it, but then you also hear these stories that we can't get to space. So, like, what the fuck? Which one's right? Like, are there astronauts up there, or can we not break the barrier to get into space? Like,
They're
somebody tell
within
me
the
fucking
Earth's
right.
orbit.
Like,
They-
like, tell
But
me
we-
which one's right.
But we can't get to space until 2025. But this is what we're being told
Oh god.
is necessary.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
And in doing this work of examining my own
Speaking of
intentions
owls,
and my own
sorry.
There it is. There it is. I was waiting for that to come back around. I was waiting for it.
Oh,
Oh, shit.
this is why fucking Mama J is the best.
Speaking of owls.
I'll be here all
they-
night.
And you really did a good stop job on that too. Not gonna lie.
Oh my goodness. That's
Speaking of owls. Oh,
I think so. Is that the chick from the Big Bang Theory? It looks like the fucking what's her
does.
name from the
It
Big
does,
Bang
yes.
Theory.
It
it
does.
does.
kinda.
It looks like Mayim Bialik.
Yes,
Blossom.
yeah,
It looks like
yeah.
Blossom. I thought that the first thing I thought of was like, is that Blossom?
It would be funnier, I think, if it was her. You know what I mean? I think they should have got her to do this. You know what I mean? It would have been fucking awesome.
She probably would have because she's a pretty
I know
woke
she
type
would've.
chick.
Yeah.
own actions and their impact, I can see that
Right.
there's so much more that I
What's
could
with
have
the
done
dark force
to make
back?
the projects I've led equally welcoming to Black, Indigenous, and people of color as the white people they have engaged. I feel a lot of shame and regret about that. And I know that without looking head on at what I've done and not done, I won't be able to do better. So I'm looking forward to today's event and to this whole series as steps in my personal and professional journey to make my work more anti-racist and therefore more effective in reaching my aspiration.
And this may be a review for many of you.
Yeah,
but these
pause
focus,
this right here.
char-
Let's see. White supremacy culture.
Quantity
Perfectionism.
over quality?
Yeah.
What?
Which doesn't make any
What?
sense because you guys are trying to include non-quality people just because they look different and it doesn't matter what their qualifications are. But okay, power hoarding. What the what?
Individualism.
Wow.
Yeah, don't-
Individualism.
Yeah. Sense of urgency. That means don't worry about when you get the shit done. Doesn't fucking matter. Which hence to me now is like why they're like, just don't worry about going to the fucking moon. We don't need to go. We don't need to go
What?
there. It's white supremacy. What?
Objectivity.
All right.
Wow.
Either or thinking. So it's just you better be fucking set on what the fuck you think, or if you aren't, you're a white supremacist.
So I'm not allowed to change my mind once I get like if I have an opinion about something and I get the facts, I'm not allowed to change my mind.
Nope.
You know what I mean? Like I get facts on it now. I got to stick with my first fucking gut feeling, which I was wrong, and I figured out I was wrong, and I admitted it. But now I got to stick with what that's dumb. Oh Jesus, Lord.
This is
Like, I'm sorry, that's not how I work, man. If I'll say some stupid shit and then I'll Google it and be like, nope, I misspoke. I fucked up. That was my bad. Like
exactly. Oh, they would hate this show because we talk about stuff and we look up the facts as we're going. Because if one of us are wrong or something, we're like, no, we're about to find out.
Yeah, well, and that's what I'm saying. Like, you got to fact check yourself nowadays, because if you don't, you get blasted with comments. People are like, oh, you didn't do this right. Well, guess what? We fact checked ourselves live on the live stream. Go back and watch it, and you'll find us correcting ourselves and saying we were wrong and adjusting what we said to what was correct. Plain and simple. And we've done that on our live streams before. I've fucking quoted sports stats and then went and looked it up and went, wow, I was way off, man. Like, I totally fucked that one up. And, I mean, it's the same shit.
Yeah, because I didn't know Warren Moon was black, so my bad.
True.
Well, and like Google,
Google, Herschel Walker was a black guy.
Google
my
doesn't.
bad. Ricky Henderson.
Well, Google doesn't give you all the facts, but that's why you look up. Like, even while we're live, even if we're on Google or whatever else, if you look for about 3 or 4 different sources and they confirm, which is generally what we kind of do. I mean, once you cross-reference enough, usually you'll find out. Yeah.
Right.
You'll usually get to it, or you can always be kind of open-minded about it. But either way, continue on with the video.
Characteristics that you probably see coming up a lot in our workspaces, especially in the practice of science. Perfectionism, a sense of urgency. I'm sure all of us are feeling a sense of urgency about some of the deadlines that we maybe have.
Not getting 2 people out of fucking space that were supposed to be there for, what was it, 80 days?
Yeah.
Now I got the perfect meme for that. I have the perfect meme in a little bit for that. Yeah.
So, like, do you bring them back and risk them dying, or just keep them up there and say, hey, you're just going to live in space for the rest of your life? We'll send you some food and oxygen.
We'll send you some shit.
We'll send you some, but you're staying up there.
We'll send you fucking Amazon deliver it to your front door. Just watch out for the Amazon delivery guy.
How is it that they got stuck? Like, I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't know either.
All right.
That's what I'm saying.
I gotta look.
Right.
He might be.
I mute myself.
I mean,
Elon's definitely got the fucking money and the resources
power
to get
hoarding, the idea of individualism over collectivism.
That's communism, bitch.
Quantity over quality, either or thinking. And so all of these things can really limit the way we go about doing our work, and they can really limit the way we are able to connect with communities that come from different cultural backgrounds that don't value these things the same way that white supremacy culture values them.
To be honest, all they're really saying is Western culture. That's, when it comes down to it, because they don't want Western ideals. But nonetheless, Boeing Starliner astronauts stranded in space for 80 days will not return until 2025. Humanity has about 6 months to purchase 8 billion ape costumes for the ultimate prank. That would be great. They come back to like, what the Planet of the Apes fucking happened?
Oh, man. Hon, I have the article. I want to read this because I'm like really interested now.
Go ahead.
Hell yeah, Jennifer. Thank you. Appreciate that. Cheers.
Let me pull this up. Okay. So it says it's official. Butch Wilmer and Sunita, I don't know, Williams are staying in the International Space Station until at least February. This is a major setback for Boeing Starliner. Hold on, you have to read the hold on. This is so stranded ISS astronauts reveal the U.S. space program is not in crisis. The failure of Boeing's failure of Boeing's Starliner capsule has left 2 astronauts stuck in space for months, but also proved how private space flight can go right.
Wait.
Is this how the boat got, or the submarine got lost?
So the same people who made the planes that are just falling apart now have people in space that won't come home until February 2025.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
Yep.
Sorry.
Like this is like the article version of Baghdad Bob when he was like, "There's nothing going on here.
There's nothing going on here.
No problem. No problem.
No problem. No problem here, sir. No problem.
Oh my
There's your
god.
first problem, Boeing. Exactly. Like
Yes.
as soon as you say
Yeah.
Boeing, you're like, oh, there you go. You should have outsourced it to somebody else.
But 80 days, and now they can't come home because now they fear that they're not going to
Boeing
do
is
it back or something. I mean,
Well,
Pretty
go
much.
ahead,
Well, I
read on
don't
through some of
know.
this. I think they tell you in this. I know kind of what they're saying. Yeah, right here. There you go. Start reading. Some
All
of
right,
that.
so
Yeah.
the mission was Starliner's first crewed test flight, and it was rocky from the start. Leaky valves, thrusters, failures during the journey into space. Forced NASA and Boeing to reconsider whether the craft would be safe to shuttle the astronauts home. So they ran tests on the thrusters on the ground, and the results were inconclusive. So they sent them up there anyway, even though the tests were inconclusive. There was still some risk of the thrusters failing on the way home. The safest backup plan is for the astronauts to stay in the ISS until SpaceX's tried and true Crew Dragon capsule has a home to bring them home in early 2025. In the meantime, Starliner will autonomously undock from the ISS in September and return to Earth without the crew.
See, like the main
And
like
Boeing engineers
So they're
will
bringing the
continue
capsule back,
troubleshooting.
but they're leaving the people behind. What the fuck is
Right.
that kind of shit?
And Elon Musk has to go rescue them.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
And like the
The
whole
amount
thing
of
is
money that NASA has, come on. You couldn't have fucking figured out how to make
Oh,
this
dude.
shit work before you sent them into space.
oh, I know that's exactly.
that
And
was just wrong. I mean,
like their main thing is
But
they're-
it wasn't
they're-
NASA. It was
Well,
Boeing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah,
but either
but-
way, either way, the reason why they're not trying to come back with it is because if they're trying not to have the thrusters work, if they are still working at a time whenever they enter the atmosphere to start coming back in, it could flip the heat shield and it becomes a cremation ceremony. You know what I'm saying? So that
Yeah.
so that's like part of their thinking to where like why they don't want to just try to fuck with it. But I still think that it's kind of bullshit that even Elon is taking this long because his shit has been to lower orbit. So I don't know why I still don't understand why it's taking so long. And also like Pigskin said, how much fucking money do you guys have? How much have you guys been fucking doing? All of
billion.
this? Yeah. Like you're gonna tell me that you can't fucking go up there and get these guys yet? I think that's
Yeah.
fucking an absolute lie.
Oh, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, all our fucking tax dollars go to that and like billions of dollars, but like, sorry, we can't come get you guys.
Yeah, nah.
You know,
This is all
Our
this is all
bad.
just a giant simulation. Remember that, bro.
I feel like it is
That's all
quite
it
often.
is, bro. It's just a simulation.
It really is, and what pisses me off is that like it comes out of our money. The government doesn't make money, and that's what pisses me off. Is like we're all paying all this money, all these taxes, all this stuff.
Yeah, same.
And
I'd rather get on SpaceX before Boeing too. Yes.
Yeah.
True.
Like we pay all this money in taxes and everything like that, and they're like, well, you know, we can't get these two people out, you know, because we don't have enough money or resources. How about the DEI that you just said? Well, you know, we need to make sure space shuttles are less racist.
Yeah, how about you quit worrying about Whitey and worry about the
They're
fucking
black
moon
and
and get
white.
the fuck up?
I
Yeah.
don't understand how they're racist. They are black and white. Have you looked at a space shuttle from NASA?
Where the fuck are the shuttles? Yeah.
I don't know, but
Hold on. When's the last time, honest to God, NASA itself, not Boeing, not SpaceX, but NASA itself has put a craft into space?
Challenger 11. I mean, they didn't make it to
Are we
space.
allowed to
Never mind,
watch
my bad.
Space Force land? and all this
Apollo
crazy-
something.
So yes, you're allowed to watch the space for.
So NASA pretty much.
Yep. Yeah, they used to be able to get closer, and now they shut everything down. Like you can't even
Yeah.
get anywhere near it. Like it's fucking ridiculous, bro.
It is.
fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, it's
where are the shuttles? That's a good question. Where the fuck are the shuttles? What happened to them? Like, why the fuck? Like, how the fuck are they stuck up there? Like, there's so many. Like, you really tell me that NASA's only got one fucking rocket ready to go to space at a time? Like, they don't have backup. You know what I mean?
Right.
Fuck.
Have you ever seen Kennedy Space Station? They've got rockets all over the place. Like, recommission that shit. Put them up there.
Right?
Fuck you. You have the technology.
Figure it out.
Oh,
dude, and I'm not gonna lie. I'm still I'm to get a little conspiratorial. I'm still on the rope-a-dope of if we even win or not, because there's a very good video out. I remember when I sent it to Davey too, and he's like, "You're gonna tell me that back in the 60s we sent a fucking washing machine with motherfuckers up there, and we can't even get there now?"
Yeah,
Like,
there's no
what?
way. Yeah, there's no
Russian
way.
parts, American parts, all made
All
in
made
Taiwan.
in Taiwan. Fuck yeah, dude. Best fucking movie quote fucking ever. As he's beating on the motherfucker with a wrench. Yeah, hell yeah.
He's
Oh
just
my God.
listen, and he's not wrong. He's not wrong.
No.
I just don't understand how we don't have. Once again, we're taxed to
For
fucking
real. Go back to 1969 technology, see how
To
it
see
was
how
done.
it's done, right? We need to go back in time to there to figure it out. We got technology nowadays where I got a phone in my hand, but back then a fucking computer took up a whole room. What the fuck? How is that possible?
You can't tell me that they can't send something up there to pick them up and bring them back. Meanwhile, meanwhile, the government can tell me when I don't pay taxes. The government can tell me when the government can pick up 1,000 and something people from January 6th, but they can't pick up 2 people from a fucking space station.
Yeah. Like,
And
y'all send them
interesting
the
about
fuck up
that
there
is-
and figure it out.
Is Elon Musk, if y'all remember correctly, Elon Musk sent a convertible with a bunny or something like that up into space. Have him jump on that thing and cruise back home in style.
Right?
Come on.
Right?
Put the top down and call it a day, man. Fuck it. You'll be a nice breeze on the way back in. Fuck.
But it's
oh, I think I found the video.
Oh shit.
But that's what pisses me off is like they tell you they can't do these things, but they continually take your money. Like
Oh yeah. Oh man, this the one where he explains why they don't have it?
I'd go to the moon in a nanosecond. The problem is we don't have the technology to do that anymore. We used to, but we destroyed that technology, and it's a painful process to build it back again.
So why
Wait,
so why are you even a company anymore then, fuckface?
Like how?
I mean,
we destroyed. Why did you destroy it? My question is why? Why?
Right.
Why did you destroy it in the first place? Like, if you had the technology, why?
Yeah, there's the only thing that I've heard a few times is they've like, was it taped over some tapes and other I can't remember exactly. Go ahead, Mama.
Haven't you guys seen Hidden Figures? They calculated it
I
on
knew
tablets
that
with
was-
like pencils.
Yeah,
and shit.
yeah.
Someone erased it, you know?
Somebody just said, "Nope, we don't want that there. Goodbye."
Russia did it.
I accidentally found that movie. I was scrolling late at night when I was like, "Oh, this is about going to the moon." They were just like writing numbers down like crazy. I'm like, "That's the secret. That's the secret sauce right there, old school."
Orbiting the moon and orbiting the Earth are 2 completely different orbits, like me with liberals. Yes.
Right.
And like I said, what pisses me off the most is we give these fucking assholes so much money a year, and they're just like, well, we can't, you know.
Well, think about it like this, and this is how I put it to my subscribers many times. Okay, we fought a war in the 1700s over a 2% tax on fucking tea. 80% of Americans drink fucking coffee, and we're being taxed 40%, and we're sitting back and taking it in the ass. Explain that for me. I'm sorry, I don't get it. I don't get it.
It's a lot of complacency and brainwashing to be told that, all of this stuff is going toward the good things in your roads and all that other shit.
I live in Phoenix, bro. The roads, the roads suck balls out here. Okay, the money doesn't go to no roads out here. Okay,
No,
none of
fuck
them.
no.
But yeah,
None
no.
of them.
It might go to the roads over in Ukraine or in fucking Iran and other shit like that.
They're sending $1 billion to another country, but I can't get a road that I can drive down without fucking just shaking the shit out of myself the whole way there.
Right.
Listen, The only tax you're exempt from is federal income tax. Do what you will with that information. They can't come after everybody, just like I said with the certain vaccination. They're like,
Well-
oh, well, you can't go to parks. Yeah. How many cops are there? There's like 30.
and
How many people live in this town? About 45,000.
Yeah, good luck
Yeah.
with that.
Damn.
yeah.
Do with that information what you will. Unfortunately,
Well, technically there is no law that says we have to pay taxes.
That is
There
true.
is no written
it's
law
state tax.
anywhere that says we have
state
to
tax.
pay.
We have to
state
pay
tax.
state tax because that's
Yeah.
what we are. We are 50
Yeah, yeah.
independent states. You have
That's
to pay state
federalism,
taxes.
yeah.
The government,
The
the
government,
federal government.
Yep, that's
There's
different.
a reason why you can claim exempt. And
Yep.
once again, if everybody claims a certain thing, they cannot come after every single person. The
Right.
same thing with the lockdown. I said the
Yep.
same thing. Like I said the same thing to a lot of people. What are they going to do? What are they going to do? If 40,000 people just decide that they want to go to a park, you think 30 people are going
You
to
got
arrest
12
every single
cops
one of them?
there. Yeah, good luck with that, buddy.
I was
Have
gonna
fun.
say,
Like,
I,
If I'm the cops, I'm showing up and I'm like, you know what? I
Right.
got
I'm
better.
not
shit
saying
to
a
do.
word.
I'm leaving.
I do remember a certain time whenever they were saying IRS was buying up a ton of 40 caliber, and I'm like, oh,
Yep.
that's my pistol. That just means I get to reload more.
Pretty much.
I mean,
No,
they're
no,
trying
no.
to expect everybody to turn in all their pew-pews. I'm like, yeah, that's not gonna
Yeah.
happen. That's not gonna happen.
By the
Not
way,
gonna happen.
did you all see that in Kansas? What was it? Automatic firearms are legal according to the Second Amendment.
Mhm.
It's-
Yes, they did.
Yep.
Kansas was the
That's
one who
it.
broke it. Said
Yep.
yes. The automatic firearms are not
I'm
restricted.
sorry. I have the right to bear arms. You did not tell me I have
Yeah.
the right to bear arms, a non-semi-automatic. No, you didn't know. I have the right to fucking bear whatever guns that I need to do to protect my family. And the reason that was put into place was so that we could rise up against a tyrannous government that would fucking basically, the whole reason that we succeeded from fucking Great Britain in the first place was because we were tired of the tyranny and we're right back in the same fucking spot.
Right,
So,
exactly. And then whenever
Congratulations.
Well,
we're
and
right
then
the fuck
there's-
back where we were 200 years ago.
well, and like all the
Mm-hmm.
people that like try to prop up Reagan and shit, I'm like, he was the father of gun law. I mean, the gun
Yeah.
True.
control, because I mean, okay, it was against the Black Panthers. He didn't want them, and that's also racist. So I mean, to be
Right.
honest, like he was basically a rhino for the most part. I mean, did he do some good shit too? Yeah, cool, okay, but guess what? He was the person who started gun control.
Well, my point is that look, the fucking bad people and the evil people out there in the world, if they want a gun, they're gonna get a gun. Okay, so if they're gonna have a gun, you're gonna be damn sure that I'm gonna have one too.
Right.
Plain and simple. Because whether you make them illegal across the board and you say we can no longer buy guns, whatever, own guns, the people that really want them and the people that are gonna go out and use them to hurt people are gonna get those guns.
Oh,
And
yeah.
now you've left me defenseless against my family. I've always said I'll go to hell or prison for my family. And
Oh, yeah.
you come on my property and try to do something with my family, you'll find out what caliber I've got.
Oh, if they tried
Well,
to
it's
do
just
all that
funny
shit,
because the same party that was accused of Fast and Furious is like, listen, though, we need to take away your guns.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
because there are no
How you
guns in
doing,
those
buddy?
movies, though. Are there?
Cheers, Keith.
Well, I guess there is. Never mind. I took that back.
There what?
I said there are guns in Fast and the Furious movies. I was just like, there were.
No.
Yeah.
There is. There is.
I get.
Hold on.
The buster kept me out of handcuffs.
That's
Well, and
gonna be in handcuffs. Yeah.
That's like the thing too. Hell yes, repeal the NFA. That's like the thing
the
too,
NFA,
is that
yeah.
they think, like, for the most part, especially here in America and shit, even if they did try to do that or somehow succeeded, you don't think enough people here know how to do shit. I'm a machinist. You don't
Yeah.
think I'm gonna know
Right.
how to make a fucking firearm and
Yep.
protect my, like, I'm definitely gonna do that, and I'm gonna help my other people do that.
And nowadays you got 3D printers that'll 3D print you one. You don't even got to do shit. Download a file, print it, and fucking boom, load it up, and you're good to go.
Yeah, and then
Well,
to
and
be
that's
honest,
why
all
people
you
are government and stuff has been trying to get stuff
yeah.
passed
Yep.
about 3D
Absolutely.
printers and everything.
Yep.
Yeah, ghost guns. People who don't know what the fuck they're talking
They're
about.
trying to like delete files that have pew-pews associated with them, or
Yeah,
what?
it's fucking ridiculous, dude. Like,
Yeah.
the amount of censorship that goes on in this country when the fucking biggest fucking bill or biggest piece of paper in our country literally states that we have the right to say what we want and do what we want. To within reason, obviously, I don't have the right to go shoot someone. I don't have the right to go rob somebody, but I have the right to protect myself from somebody coming and shooting or robbing me. Plain and simple. And like the amount of censorship when you can't even talk about that kind of shit, that's what really bothers me.
Which is funny because Reagan was completely right about that, but yet Reagan caused part of the problem. It was a very give and take relationship with Reagan, but he was 100% right. They are the problem.
Government is the problem. It is. And I hate to fucking cut you off, but we do have to bail. We gotta go run do our show.
Yeah.
But man, I'll tell you what, it's been fucking a pleasure and an honor to be up here on the Business Party podcast with you guys. We will definitely be back. We would love to have all three of you up on our channel one night too. That would be fucking amazing.
Hell yeah, be awesome.
So you can come hang out with us and see how we do stuff over on our channel. So, but thank all of you guys for having us up here. It's been an honor, and we'll do it again soon for sure.
It's been fun. You guys are fucking amazing. Thank you for all that you've done for our channel. Promoting it and everything like that. We really fucking appreciate it.
Super appreciate it, and look forward to having you guys on again, and look forward to talking again.
Hell yeah!
Have a good show, guys.
All right,
boys. Guys, our subscribers, check us out. We'll be live in a minute.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Talk to you guys later.
Later.
All right. Bye. Hi.
Don't talk about him yet. He's gone.
This motherfucker.
No, those guys are fucking cool as shit, man. I'm
awesome.
so glad.
Yeah.
I'm so glad we had them on. Oh man.
I know. I wore my Eagle shirt, my sports shirt, because I knew that they were going to be on. I changed up the sweatshirts just for them. I told them that too, and they're like, "Well, this Lone Star likes the Cowboys." And I'm like,
Good.
I didn't want to tell him about the time, like when I was growing up, when Troy Aikman was like the big quarterback for the Cowboys. My dad would sit there and he's like, "Oh, there's Troy Girl again," and he kept calling him Troy Girl. So that's how I know Troy Aikman as Troy Girl.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie. Listen, I grew up a Giants fan, but that Dallas team, Troy Aikman, fucking Emmitt Smith, Michael Irving, that 90s Dallas team was just dominant. They were complete.
Oh yeah, they didn't start going downhill until fucking what was his name? Tony Romo.
Yeah.
No homo.
I can't tell you what we called him. So
yeah,
Tony Homo.
Homo.
But yeah, man, like one of my favorite things to do now, like on Twitter, is follow like old school, like sports accounts. Like I saw this video about like a 1970s intro to like Sunday football, and how like all the guy said all I hope I have it saved, but all the things that in the intro would now be penalties.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, yeah, you're right. And like and my favorite, like I'm a huge fan of Greg. Like I didn't appreciate how great Greg Maddux was because I was a Yankees fan.
Oh, he was fucking dope.
And I'm just
I don't know
watching.
who that is. Who is he?
Greg Maddux was one of the pitchers for the Atlanta Braves that they were just.
Oh, he jumped back in here.
Nope, sorry. I had to remove my. I was actually restreaming you all on my channels. I had to remove that. So
yeah, no,
I was like, I don't want in my stream. I was like, oh yeah.
I saw it going up there still, and I was like, they may want to. I don't know if we can.
We were just talking to Mama J. We were talking about how great the Cowboys were in the '90s, and then how Tony Homo killed them.
Romo and Dak. Yeah, that's what happened.
All right, there you go.
And I was
But yeah, like
man.
it was just, but yeah, being a Yankees fan and then Yankees versus Atlanta in the World Series and stuff like that, like it was shitty. But now that like I follow some of these accounts and like how Greg Maddux would call his own like pitches, like he literally would call his own pitches, and I'm like, holy shit, like
I'm surprised Nolan Ryan never did that because Nolan Ryan could fucking call any pitch he wanted. He struck out fucking like everybody. But yeah.
Here it is.
Brown 45. Brown 45. Hot.
Flag. He just said brown.
Ooh.
Penalty. Penalty.
Oh yeah.
Penalty.
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 Oh
And
my
this was
goodness.
this was the
NBC's
time,
NFL intro from 1977. Almost every clip is a penalty in 2024.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And back then, that's when those motherfuckers were on steroids and nobody cared.
Yeah,
Because I
not
remember
only-
old boy from the Steelers, Lyle Alzado, died from kidney failure, and that was because of how many steroids he was on. But he was a fucking machine. That guy was scary.
Not only that, remember the Dallas Cowboys were fucking snorting cocaine
Oh yeah.
on the fucking
Oh yeah.
like it's insane. Like, and you just watch these, and I'm watching these clips from old baseball and football and everything like that. It was just it was such a different time. And Greg Maddux actually has his own whatchamacallit. He has a documentary coming out, and I follow the baseball history nut on Twitter, and he's great. He's it just so many like old school things that like you forget. Ricky Henderson, you know.
Yeah, Ricky Henderson was a badass. Most stolen bases.
Yeah. He just grabbed he stole third base and just grabbed it out and just that was it. Here, take this base. I forgot Mo Vaughn. Do you remember Mo Vaughn?
Yeah, sorta.
Textbook
Yeah, are we gonna
tackle-
move on now to like a
Yeah.
different subject?
Yeah. Let's say let's get up on out of sports now.
Sorry. I was just they got like I was just
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, I don't know about all
we
that.
move on to another subject.
I was waiting for you guys for it to click.
Oh, I was already waiting. Davey kept going. Not gonna lie.
Sorry. My
But
bad.
one of the first things we should talk about, seeing how our thumbnail had Tulsi Gabbard, RFK, and Trump on it. How about this bullshit? As soon as he fucking endorses Trump. Let's talk about this for a minute. Hollywood actor Bradley Whitford demands Cheryl Hines publicly denounce husband RFK Jr. for backing Trump. Way to stay silent while your lunatic husband throws his support behind the adjudicated rapist who brags about stripping women of their fundamental rights. Gutsy. Great example for the kids. Profile encourage. What a fucking piece of shit.
Who
this
is
fucking
that dude?
a fag. I
Yeah,
forgot
well,
what
I mean,
Yeah.
listen.
I forgot what movies he's been in.
I
He's been
hated
in
him.
quite a few.
Listen, he showed his true colors in Billy Madison as the asshole that was trying to take the Madison in
yeah,
the
okay.
street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Everything you said has probably made us all dumber.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Well, let's see what a little bit of this says. Perhaps it was Bradley Whitford's stint on the West Wing in the early 2000s as deputy chief of staff and chief political advisor John Lyman to fictional president Jed
Sorry.
Bartlett. Yeah, that led him to believe he should tell a woman publicly how to treat her husband over his political views. On Saturday, Whitford wrote an open post to Robert Kennedy Jr.'s wife, Cheryl Hines, saying that she should publicly denounce him over his endorsement of Donald Trump for a second term in the White House. Now, I'll tell you this right here. If a motherfucker is saying that to a woman over their husband, you yourself don't have any respect for yourself and or any significant other you are with, you fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, divorce your husband because of his political views.
Yeah, you don't have the room, no matter who you are, fuckface, to tell anybody anything about any of the relationships. Period.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, when your father used to be the head of a you know, a party, and then now your party is this.
Hotties for Harris after party has raised some eyebrows online.
Oh,
I think we're all hotties for Harris. I mean, this is a cultural phenomenon.
I
The
think you are
attendees
the
appeared to
absolute opposite.
I think you're the double chins for democracy. Anyway,
celebrate feminism and reproductive rights. A gumball machine labeled Plan B Num 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 was distributing morning after pills.
I have this. It was Plan B.
Oh, Jesus.
And none of them ever use it.
Yeah, because nobody's fucking you there, Taylor.
Except
They
never
sell it
mind
on the black
Nigerians.
market and then get like arrested for like selling drugs.
Right?
Upon entrance,
criminal.
there was a wall of weirdos with pictures of Republican politicians. The Hall of Hotties, in turn, featured portraits of Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, and Tim Walz.
Yes, all the hotties. Stacey Abrams, Tim Walz. Is that her?
Nancy?
Nancy? Does Nancy look like a monkey?
Oh, that's her doing her.
Oh, her stupid fucking golf clap.
Yeah. Is
Yeah.
that Hakeem Jeffries?
And Tim Walz. Hotties for Harris.
Yes. Because
Oh,
yes.
yeah. Absolutely.
Yes, because that's what I want. And not for nothing, the DNC had a Planned Parenthood trailer for guys to get vasectomies and the morning after pills.
Right. How are you going to produce more hotties if everyone's dying? And you can't-
They're
Man,
not
let
going to
'em.
spread democracy any longer.
No, they aren't.
No
And
more.
once again, like I said, let them have their own thing. Let them do it. Fuck them.
I know. That's the thing that I do agree with Tim Pool on, is that if they're doing this and they keep doing it, they're going to kill off their whole fucking party eventually. Like, where you guys?
Yeah.
And eventually, like, do you think all of us that are either conservative, libertarian, constitutionalists, or anything of the sort, Republican, are going to fucking raise our kids in any way, shape, or form with the thought of trying to be liberal in any way? And most of us don't have to push it on them. Just give them some common sense.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
most likely they're not going to grow up that way.
Well, like, but what's the saying? Like, if you're young and have never been a Democrat, you don't have a heart. If you're old and not a Republican, you don't have a brain.
Yeah.
I've never had a heart then. Because I've never in my life.
I know,
have
I never had a
run-
heart either.
Yeah, never in my life. Even when I was younger, I remember the first political thought I ever really had was watching commercials with my grandfather when I was like 12 or 13, and sitting there thinking to myself, like, it was always like usually Republican bad, Democrat good, because that's the way our media has always been for the most part in our
Mhm.
country. And and like just from that, even the way that my spirit is, I'm like, well, that makes me want to think that I'm a Republican, because why are they talking shit about him so much? And then I
Right.
also knew history even when I was a kid like that, because I knew the Republican Party was basically formed to free the slaves and stop the KKK and slavery and all that shit. So it just never made sense to
Yeah.
me, like, ever.
Yeah, well, I didn't know that. I didn't know that when I was growing
I
up.
did,
Of course,
yeah,
I grew up in Jersey, so they would always say the Republicans are the bad guys. They're for big companies and big corporations and all this stuff. So, like, for me, I was like, no, my parents were working class people. They both work for the state and the federal government.
I'll
And
be
I was
right
like,
back.
no, they're for the people. And I'm like, and then growing up, I'm like,
Mhm.
maybe they're
Well-
wrong.
Well, I think what's going on with the whole RFK Tulsi Gabbard thing is really it's great. It's great in a sense, because they wanted to form like the Unity Party. But the second that this happened, all of a sudden, of course, the hit pieces have come out. And besides just hit pieces, you have this happening. It's now RFK, who endorsed Donald Trump for president, must stay on the ballot in 2 swing states. And it says that RFK won't be able to remove himself from the Wisconsin and Michigan ballot that are 2 crucial battleground states. This goes, he suspended his campaign and blah, 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 blah. And they said in Michigan, where Kennedy was nominated by the Natural Law Party as the Natural Law Party's candidate, a spokesman for the Secretary of State told NBC News that minor party candidates can't withdraw their nomination. The Wisconsin Election Commission on Tuesday also declined Kennedy's request to take his name off the ballot. Ann Jacobs, who's the chair of the commission, said that state law does not permit a qualified candidate who has filed nomination papers to decline nomination. My question is, did Biden sign nomination papers in Wisconsin?
But you know what else is funny with that?
Hmm.
RFK Jr. Secret Service protection ends after campaign suspended.
Yep. Well,
so he suspended his campaign. He's still on the ballot. Technically, he's a presidential nominee, which means he deserves Secret Service, but they won't give it to him.
Do you know what though? I think it was a play. Here's the thing. It was a play because having the Biden administration go through this whole like hoops and back and forth shows how shitty they are for not doing it. This person has an uncle, his father, who had assassinated and stuff, and they won't give this guy Secret Service protection, and they go through. So it's not until Trump almost gets his head blown off that they finally give him protection. He's like, well, fuck you guys, I'm outie, and he goes, I'm endorsing Trump. His speech, I don't know, did you guys listen to his 40-minute speech at all?
Yeah. RFK on his own.
Yeah, RFK on his own. His
Yeah.
speech was actually, it was really, really good.
Yeah, it was.
I don't know if you would want to play it right now, but I did write some notes on it, and
Right. No, you can just
tell you
go ahead and
all.
go over some of the notes because if anything, I would like to play his speech from Trump's rally. Davey,
Right,
if you want to
okay.
look for that one,
Yeah, I
we can
got
play
that.
that one. But yeah. Go over
Yeah,
some of the notes of what he was saying in his
So,
speech.
he said that the Democrats have become the party of big pharma, big tech, and big ag, and talking about how
It was
excellent. It was very good. How he made history as being an independent who got over 1 million signatures to even put him on the ballot and had over 100,000 volunteers. That the Democrats had a sham of a primary and they installed Kamala Harris, because she had to drop out in the 2020 election with no votes, and she hasn't done an interview in over 35 days at that point. And that the DNC engineered a surge of popularity for Harris based on nothing more than it's not Trump.
right.
And that she had nothing. She had no policy, no debate, and quote, only smoke and mirrors and balloons in a highly produced Chicago circus. Trump was mentioned 140 some times at the DNC,
Which is wild.
right? And Biden was only mentioned twice at
Mhm.
the RNC convention. And he asked the question, why do you need policy when you have hate for Trump?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
He made the best point right there.
Yeah. He also talked about the Ukraine war and it being encouraged. And then there was an encouragement to not have peace.
Right.
Yeah. And then he said that Ukraine is a victim of Russia and the West, and that the West had pushed for there not to be peace, and that we pushed Russia into the arms of China, and how BRICS is overcoming the U.S. Dollar. He talked about how he had talked to President Trump mere hours after the assassination attempt, and Kelly Means had talked to RFK too about the whole basically make
Right.
America healthy.
Yeah, and
again.
she's a safe food advocate, really trying to bring back
Mhm.
healthy food and make sure everything is good with that, and which I highly appreciate that we're starting to get some of that really into a possible administration that's going to be in. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh
that is
yeah,
excellent.
absolutely. Like I was all for it. I was like almost in tears like we need this for our
Right.
family, especially when he was talking about with autism. How when
Yeah.
in years ago autism was only found in one in like like 1100 kids, and now it's in 1 in 36 kids in the United States and 1 in 23 in the state of California. He
Right.
talked about how the United States has a chronic disease epidemic, and it has to do with processed food, toxic chemicals in our food, in our pharmaceuticals, in our water, and how there's an increase of estrogen in all of our products, and that's making girls start puberty earlier and
Right.
feminizing. Well, I'm adding this and feminizing our men and
Feminizing our men
boys.
too. Yeah, which I'm glad that he brought that point up because it does make a lot of fucking sense
And then he was
about
saying like,
like
Yeah.
why that shit wasn't in our foods or any of that back like in 1900 or even before
Mhm.
then. People were growing up properly over time. Like now it's like everything is moving faster because we have so many chemicals in our body. Mainly our bodies don't know how to act right anymore. Turn
Mhm.
the friggin' frogs gay. Frogs gay.
Yeah.
well, he was also saying like when his dad was president, like diabetes was like one in like if you had a doctor had a 50-year career, it was like one in like a million, and now it's like 1 in 5 kids have diabetes.
Right,
Like
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like
Or
so
pre-diabetic.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's so bad. But I have it. I have a
With that speech though, you get just play it from his part. Don't play where he brings him out because I don't want to get hit. You know what
With
I'm
the
saying?
music
With the
from
music.
the
Okay.
stupid
yeah.
Foo
Yeah.
Fighters.
The
Yay.
fucking poo biters. Okay, there you go. Yeah, that's fine.
Who probably killed Kurt Cobain. I'm talking
Thank
about
you,
you, Dave
President
Grohl.
Trump.
You're not
What?
wrong.
Had to be said.
Hey, I'm with you, mama.
Thank you.
I killed the
A
bear.
few hours after the assassination attempt at Butler, I got a call from a safe food advocate named Kelly Means, who's been fighting for many years to try to end the corruption at CDC and FDA and USDA. And these institutions, these regulatory agencies are actually run by the big food processing companies, the big ag and the chemical companies that they're supposed to regulate. And he said to me that he'd been advising me for many years on my campaign. And he told me that night that he was also advising President Trump. And he asked if I would talk to President Trump. And I said, of course. And about a few minutes later, I got a call from the president. And we talked. We had a very good talk. And then he invited me to come see him the next day. And I went to Minneapolis and saw him. We met again a couple of weeks later in Florida. And we talked.
Are you talking about Catherine Hepburn? It was like that, Norman. It
Oh my
was
God.
really good, and we were. By the way, half his family talks like that.
I know there is what was his sister
It's
that was on that one interview. It's something it's something with
It's an esophageal
yeah, because his sister
issue.
kind of
It's in
talks
my
like that too.
family.
You guys have it too? You gonna talk like that one day?
Man, that sucks.
No, it's not everybody, but it can it's like a
But
genetic thing.
like
what's the singer of the Fleetwood Mac, that chick?
Stevie Nicks?
Yeah, she sounds like that's funny you mentioned Catherine Hedberg because everyone thinks that she sings great, and I'm like, man, she sings in Catherine Hedberg. Fucking I'm just saying.
Jennifer is right. It's like a vocal cord paralysis or something.
Yeah, it
like
is.
that.
Yeah. Yeah, and it sucks because he's even said his own voice annoys him. Like he knows it. But
Yeah.
he's a great fucking speech writer, great person to talk to about it. Extremely smart.
Here's the
Mm-hmm.
thing though, like Trump calls him and Trump talks to him, and Trump was the one who's been trying to get him Secret Service, and it was after Trump got assassinated that they was almost assassinated that they finally gave him Secret Service. By the way, he's had 3 attempts on his life,
right?
And nobody's heard about it. He's had
Mhm.
3 attempts on his life since he became one of the, an independent. Nobody's talked about it or nothing, and they won't give him Secret Service. Trump's almost assassinated. They give him Secret Service, and then they pull it away after he takes his name off the ballot. Yet his name is still on the ballot on a bunch of states. Like,
Yeah.
if you don't think there's something fucked up with that,
right?
Well, what's messed up is that the Democrats have been trying very hard to keep him off the ballot, but now that he wants it off the ballot, they're like, no. You got to stay on.
Is it Michigan is one of the main ones that's saying no, you got to stay on there
Yeah,
now.
Michigan and Wisconsin. I just went
Yeah.
through that, and and my question is that
well,
if they have to keep RFK on the ballot because he signed the nomination letter. Did Biden sign a nomination letter after he got all the votes that he did?
Right.
If
So
he
then
did, then wouldn't it mean that Biden would have to stay on the ballot?
yeah,
Right.
Yep.
We should play the rest of that speech though.
Yeah, I just want to read this real quickly. This was a statement from his. We want an American filled with hope and bound together by sharing a vision of a brighter future, a future defined by individual freedom, economic promise, and national pride. We believe in Harris Walls. Our brother Bobby's decision to endorse Trump today is a betrayal of the values of our father and our family hold most dear. It is sad. It is a sad ending to a sad story. But then he goes on because, where is it? Where did I put it? Son of a biscuit. Oh, okay. There it is. Sorry. Okay.
I figured out why his voice bugs people. Ever heard someone twist a knob volume up and down there? Yes, you're not wrong. But yeah, we'll play the rest of this.
Not about the things that separate us because we don't agree on everything, but on the values and the issues that bind us together. And one of the issues that he talked about was having safe food and ending the chronic disease epidemic. Our children are now the unhealthiest, sickest children in the world. Don't you want healthy children? And don't you want the chemicals out of our food? And don't you want the regulatory agencies to be free from corporate corruption? And that's what President Trump told me that he wanted. He also told me that he wanted to end the grip of the neocons on U.S. foreign policy.
Yes. Like
He said
Lindsey
he
Graham
didn't
and
want
Nikki
any
Hawk.
more $200 billion wars in Ukraine, that we could use that money back here in the United States.
What have we been saying the entire fucking time?
Yep.
But no, his family's like, no, that's not the values of us.
Right. Oh, I'm pretty sure it was, especially his uncle, that actually tried to give people the power back by giving them, what was it, 3.2 million or bill? I forget how many how much money worth of silver certificates that he was putting out to give the people back their fucking power. And that man was taken out because he was trying to really restore America to America at a time when shit was turbulent.
Yeah.
And also, his uncle was the one who fucking what was it, the Cuban Missile Crisis.
Yep.
Whenever that shit was happening with Kennedy and shit, and he got us out of that.
Yep. But no, you pull America. The only thing America sells is war.
Yeah, and I mean,
And-
I understand that why other countries hate us because of shit like that, and we're stuck in their fucking places.
Well, the thing is, like, you started out with what the First World War, and it put people into jobs and created money for people, and it created money for the government. And then right after the First World War, World War II, and it got us. It just, oh well, this will make us money. The government will make money. Oh well, how about Vietnam War? How about the Cuban Missile Crisis? It's almost going to get us into war, but no, he stopped it. Does it
Right.
sound like another fucking president that wants to be president? That's going to stop things.
Right.
Does it sound like a president that? Oh wait, Russia's putting nuclear warheads or guns or nuclear warships into a certain country, Cuba, and it's going to happen again, and they want to stop him from being president.
Right.
History is cyclical, ain't it? I'll be right back.
And the best way to build a safe America
True.
is to rebuild our industrial base and rebuild the middle class in this country. And don't you want a president who's going to get us out of the wars and who's going to rebuild the middle class in this country?
Maybe.
And he told me that he wanted to end the censorship because the whole basis of American democracy is the free flow of information. And we know that a government that can silence its opponents has license for any kind of atrocity. And can you think of any time that you can look back in history and say that the people who were censoring were the good guys? They're always the bad guys, because it's always the first step down that slippery slope to totalitarianism.
By the way, I want to buy a Trump 47 shirt just so, like, you know, when an NFL team loses the Super Bowl and they make Kamala the 47th president and Trump becomes the 48th president. Yeah. Yeah. They're like, oh, this is a good idea. What we're going to do is we're going to fuck him up and we're going to make Kamala the 47th. And then all that merchandise that says 45, 47 is not going to be worth anything. It's not going to happen. It's going to be worth more because.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, what has he been up to lately?
Who, Joe Biden?
Mm-hmm.
Sleeping on the beach?
Yeah, good question. He was on vacation, then he was around for like a day or so, then he's on vacation again. That's pretty much about it.
But you remember when Trump, they kept saying Trump was just always on vacation? Remember that ticker they had on CNN, the days Trump have been on vacation? I don't see it for Joe Biden. Wonder why.
They have who's winning the poll on him being alive still.
And don't you want a president who's going to protect America's freedoms? And who is going to protect us against totalitarianism? And I want to ask you again, don't you want a safe environment for your children? Don't you want to know that the food that you're feeding them is not filled with chemicals that are going to give them cancer and chronic disease? And don't you want a president that's going to make America healthy again? Thank you all very, very much, and God bless you, and God bless America.
He, with this speech, RFK has eclipsed JD Vance. Now
did.
it's the Trump Kennedy ticket.
Right, which I mean, everyone keeps pretty much kind of saying that too. Which I mean, I get it. It's because he's a bigger name and everything else, but I can tell from seeing Vance here lately that it's not bothering him at all because he knows his position and role about what it's going to.
Oh yeah.
What's going to be? He's going to be Trump's right hand man.
Yeah,
but he knows that he's getting these bigger names for what is being called the unity ticket because it's going to bring more people in, better ideas. He's getting better advice about things. And I think Vance is actually taking it very well because I know people are probably like kind of talking shit to him about it, but he's like, okay.
I'm still going to be VP. Like, what's he going to be? The director of some shit? I'm going to be the VP.
You want to talk about unity? RFK Jr., Tulsi Gabbard.
Yeah.
Like, you're getting independents and Democrats to join your team. You want to talk about inclusion? Like, that's what I don't understand. Like, when people are just like, oh, and once again, I hate these. It's a bipartisan bill. 53 people in Congress out of 100. It's 3 Republicans. No, it's not. That's not a bipartisan bill.
Right.
Even though technically it is, but it's not.
Yeah.
Bipartisan, 75%. That's bipartisan. You have Trump getting Tulsi Gabbard and RFK Jr. on his team. He's bringing people together. He's technically uniting people. And you have Kamala Harris, who doesn't have any policies except for the same fucking policies Trump has. Build the wall. More credit for people with kids. JD Vance.
Right.
And what was the other one?
And Trump did that in his first term too.
Oh, and lowering prescriptions. Like, do you not see it's plagiarism? So not for nothing, she's following the Joe Biden strategy of plagiarism.
Where? Well, I was gonna also say I can't wait for them to be like, well, now Tulsi Gabbard is the Hawaiian face of white supremacy. You know, because how they always do that shit about anyone who fucking supports them.
She's not a true Polynesian.
Right, exactly. And then like I also did call that I knew that like almost right away, which it would be nice if I found my one tweet about it, but I can't fucking
here. I have the article. I have that article pulled up.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So this is the Daily Mail. So the Atlantic had put out an article written by Kurt Anderson, who is an author, and he was talking about how he claimed that when he was at Harvard in the 1970s, he had purchased cocaine from RFK Jr. and his brother Joseph P. Kennedy II for $40. And he was just talking about like how sometime in his freshman year, he's like, I tried coke and I enjoyed it. And so his friend told him that he can get it from a kid, and that kid was Bobby Kennedy.
Yeah, and Kennedy's like, yeah, me too.
Right. So the writer alleges that he reached out to Kennedy Jr. and told him to come over to his room, and he said that like, oh, he poured some out as a sample, and then he gave him a plastic straw, and he tried it, and it was like amazing. So he gave him the $40, which would be the equivalent of like $300 today. And then
what year was this again?
1970.
That was when the cocaine was pure.
Oh,
yeah.
So the freedom of love era.
Yeah.
Right.
Which all of them were hippies, and that was what the fuck was happening. Yeah.
And then so he claimed he accidentally left the dorm with the straw, and he's like, hey bro, I have your straw, man. And Kennedy's like, bring it back to me. Bring it back.
Because I can't get another straw.
He didn't even say thank you when he brought the straw back and everything. And at that moment, that's when the guy said, I'm not buying Coke anymore. He literally says, I walked back to his room. He didn't smile or say thanks.
We got
It was the last time I ever bought Coke from anyone.
Well, we may have to buy
Thank you to
$10 of
Jennifer.
Coke from Jennifer.
Thank you, Jennifer. Thanks for another fun show. We appreciate the fuck
Yes.
out of you. Return our straw, Jennifer. We appreciate
Thank
that.
you for the $10 donation on the show. I appreciate it. It's awesome.
Thank you. Yeah. So, and so this guy
big heart
says he
hands.
tried Coke. Hun, but here's yes, big heart hands. This guy is like, listen, I tried a little bit of Coke and I really enjoyed it, but because RFK Jr. was really mean to him and didn't smile when he gave him his Coke snorting straw back, he decided, I'm off Coke forever. I'm sorry, because it said he's like, this was the last time I ever bought Coke from anybody. But
he was mean to me.
But he said previously that he tried cocaine and enjoyed it.
Right.
And later decided to procure a gram for myself.
Dude, I love when this came out. I saw all the retweets with quotes that were like, look, we're already liking Bobby Kennedy quite a bit. Don't make us like him even more. Like you guys.
Right. Well, what I thought was interesting is that later on in the article, apparently there's a book out there called Robert F. Kennedy Jr., The Dark Side of a Dream. And what they don't tell you in this article, that it was written by Jerry Oppenheimer. So just so you know, this book. But it says it details a long history of compulsion and addiction that he had gone through in adolescence. So,
shit. Yeah.
okay. So he went through some shit.
Right. And that was the whole thing that he did that interview with Tucker, which we might play a couple parts off of that. But he's admitted it. He's like, dude, I lived a colorful past. Like, I'm ready for stuff to come out. I did my shit. And he was part of the love and whatever era.
And the reason why we can make fun of Hunter Biden for all this stuff and not is because he fucked his sister-in-law. That's why.
Right. Exactly.
But listen.
Well, but also Hunter Biden has like probably about 7 terabytes of degeneracy. So that's why we're also making fun of like real bad degeneracy.
Parmesan was cocaine and admitted it in an interview.
You can't say that Democrats are hypocrites at all. Can you?
They had a guy yelling, screw the billionaires, followed immediately by a very happy billionaire.
Let's turn it down a little bit.
Huh?
Turn down just a little bit.
It's all okay if it's our billionaire.
Is that Carlos Slim?
No, that's
no.
JD.
Who's that?
That's JD Pritzker from Chicago.
Yeah.
A billionaire.
The size of Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on. Where is Hunter?
Yeah.
Where's Hunter? The
He's
Biden
with Joe.
mask isn't fitting that
It's the
great.
same thing. Where's Joe? He's with Hunter.
Mm-hmm. Probably giving his dad cocaine so he fucking stays alive a little while longer.
Listen, it's not Parmesan, Dad, I promise.
Yeah.
Not like last time.
He's all right. They had guys making fun of people for going to Yale, and a bunch of people who went to Yale. The Democrats had people who prosecuted sexual predators and
You know it's true.
There goes that booking.
Yeah, they're not hypocrites at all.
Right. And it's funny that Jon Stewart he's pretty damn progressively left, but he's been coming around a little bit more in some ways. I still think he's a giant douchebag.
Oh yeah.
but it's at least he sees the bullshit that's happening.
But I think,
Mhm.
and I don't know why my computer's freezing so much, but I think it's, to be honest with you, I think it's okay now to make fun of them. It's now okay
Right.
to make fun of them because, it is what it is, and people are not subscribing to the bullshit.
Right.
Because the first episode he came back to, he was amazing. Like, he made fun of both of them. And then the next episode he came back, he was just like more, Trump this, Trump that, Biden
Yeah.
okay, Trump this. And then, and now all of a sudden it's like, it's I don't know. I don't know.
Well, we know he's going to go off of what's going to sell as far as views and ratings and all that, especially in the hot times and like stuff that really is kind of going on, which if any Democrat really keeps thinking that they're even like trying to tell the truth in any way, shape, or form, trying to not sell you a bill of goods that their ass can't cash. What are you thinking?
Mhm.
Like, it just does not make any sense.
Can we just acknowledge that Trump was almost assassinated a month and a half ago? And instead of laying down and taking time, his campaign, him and his campaign have the big mo right now. You guys know what the big mo is? The big
No.
momentum. They
Mhm.
got the big mo going right now, and they need to keep it going. I still can't believe that almost that happened
Yeah.
a month and a half ago. We still don't know everything. Apparently, some Secret Service people have been reprimanded or whatever.
Yeah.
They've been let on leave or whatever, and then the director at the time, she left, which was convenient because then they couldn't really get too many answers at the committee hearing because it wasn't the person that was in charge at the time.
Right. And it
But
was nice
still,
that she stepped down too. But what was the new guy that stepped in and then he started talking about how Thomas Crooks was right wing
Yep.
yep.
and some shit like
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God.
Yeah. That well,
Yeah, he's so right wing. He hated Trump.
Yeah.
it's crazy, man. It's crazy. And once again, the fact that you think the government is for you, and these people, dude, it's
Well, but then that's the whole thing is that most of it is not, and it never probably will be. And then even whenever we say we're going to vote for Trump or whatever, they're gonna be like, well, then why are you voting for Trump? Because we want him to get in there to hopefully make it for us more. Like that was the whole point of him doing a better job in his term and actually giving us some
Mhm.
tax cuts, not having fucking wars, making shit better. And I understand that I don't even really barely trust even most of them, to be honest.
No.
I barely trust Trump.
he
The only
fucking-
reason why I want to
Yeah.
vote for him is because I am not letting communism in there. I am going to do every fucking thing that I can in my power, whether that casts a vote that may count or not, toward not letting in that Marxist cunt. That is what I am going to try to do my best at.
once again, by the way, if you don't know, California is giving $100,000 to $150,000 to illegal aliens
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous,
to
dude.
buy houses.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. California is giving $100,000 to $150,000
I
to
don't-
illegal aliens. Plus, Kamala said that she will give new home buyers.
The main thing is
20
waiting for Newsom to sign it, though, because they have passed the bill, but he has to sign it. That's the main thing. And he said he didn't know if he's going to. He probably will, but yeah, that's the dude. It's fucked up.
He'll wait until after the election to sign it.
Yep. And
you're not wrong on that. That's actually a good point.
And giving
Yes.
50 and Kamala is talking about giving people, new home buyers, $25,000 credit.
I feel like we're on repeat. Like, isn't this how like the housing crisis happened and like
Mhm.
the
Yeah.
bubble? first, and then people are like, "Oh no, I don't have a home anymore," and the government's like, "Well, let's bail out the banks."
Yep.
And this is the one thing I really want to touch on really quickly before we end.
Yeah.
Okay.
But unrealized capital gains tax.
That's fucking ridiculous. And also
That
just
is
the corporate tax.
stupid.
The corporate tax is going to be higher than China.
Yeah.
Capital gains tax up to from 20 to 44
Mm-hmm.
points. Are you fucking? Oh my god!
So
and the unrealized gain tax 25% from zero right now.
Yes.
That means whatever, like even your house and shit in the future, it could be year
Yes.
by year. We don't even know what the plan is.
Mhm.
Like it is fucking ridiculous.
So
what can be happening.
Let me explain this really quickly. Okay. So you buy a house. Your house you bought for $250,000 is now worth $500,000. So not only are you being taxed on it in most states for having that property, now you have gone and doubled your unrealized gains tax. So now
Mhm.
you have to pay a tax because you have gained $250,000. Now 25% of that is roughly I'm going to say 25,000 because I don't know.
I get you. Yeah. Just throw it
So
on numbers. Yeah.
$25,000. So now you have to pay a tax on that $25,000. Say you want to sell that house. Everybody in the town whose house has gone up double. Now you try to buy a house. You have to pay the tax on that house too.
And if it's at
So-
$25,000 and you're paying 25%, you're paying like $6,500 fucking dollars out of money you don't even have.
Yeah,
Right.
because it's unrealized gains. And now, mind you, so
That's the
there's
dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yes.
so they're saying, oh, it's over $100,000. And then a couple years later, oh, it's only $50 million, like $100 million. Oh, it's only $50 million.
And this comes
Oh,
to that point that we've made about other shit before too. This is the micro thinking of the left.
Yep.
When they're like, "Oh, if you don't make this much, it's not going to affect you. Oh, if they only take away your AR-15s, it's not going to affect you. It's going to be." This is where it starts, motherfuckers. That's what you aren't fucking realizing. This is the chip of the fucking rest of the block.
mind you, 20 years ago, well, maybe 30 years ago, you were making $30,000 a year, maybe, and your house was $3,000 to $4,000. Your kids are now going to be making $5 million a year, and they lower it. They keep lowering because they're gonna, and their house is worth $20 million. A 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom house for $20 million.
Right.
They're gonna be affected by that because they're gonna keep lowering and lowering. That's what happened with the income tax. It was only when they first introduced the income tax. Oh, it was only people making a certain amount, and they kept lowering it and lowering it
Yep.
and lowering it and
Yep.
lowering it. And
They're
now
like,
we
"Oh,
all
because we
pay
don't
it."
have enough money. We don't
Yep.
like the government doesn't have enough money to do stuff. We want to add this. We want to add that. So guess what? We're gonna have to bring up the fucking the income tax a little bit more. And, guess what? Guess what? We're gonna add a tax on roads. So that way
Right.
these toll roads, we're gonna get more money from that. But guess what? It's temporary. Oh, wait a minute. Guess what? No, now they're gonna stay.
Well, not even that. Not even that. Now Kansas doesn't even have tolls. They have these invisible tolls where
Mhm.
you just pass it.
What, the easy pass shit?
It's not even
Yeah.
easy. Like, it's not even a toll. It's just it tells you a sign and it says you're being charged for passing here. If you don't have K Pass, they'll send you a bill.
Yeah. It's like Easy Pass, but
Yeah.
So
But
yeah.
if you don't have Easy Pass, they will
They
send you a
send
bill
you a
because
bill, yeah.
you are now passing through the Kansas City Turnpike, the Kansas
They
Turnpike.
send me that shit all the time when I go to Florida. I'm like,
That is fucking
Bro.
gay.
Yeah. So not only Did it be like, oh
Damn.
no, no, we're just gonna pay? No. Oh wait, the infrastructure bill was supposed to fix the roads. Why do we still have tolls? So remind yourself when you go vote in November, they will tax the fuck out of you.
Mm-hmm.
The government doesn't make money. The government takes your money. That's your money. So pay them if you want. It's a once again, hey, I don't feel like I should pay taxes. Well, you have to. Why? I'm peacefully protesting. I'm
Right.
protesting against the government. I do not want to pay the government money, and it's a peaceful protest. I'm not going into the government. I'm not going into the state house or anything like that. I'm peacefully protesting by not paying what the government who's not representing what I want.
Right.
Taxation without representation is a thing.
Oh, it
And I
absolutely
don't
is.
feel like I'm being
And we should be
represented.
able to go against it, and that the more people should be doing that. Damn, loud ass Harley flying past my house. But yeah, but what I was also gonna say before we do bring this up, we'll talk. Just go ahead and believe it up right for now. But also, Tulsi Gabbard has joined the Trump campaign, so that is another thing to look into. I know that she's going to be a good advisor about things, especially when going against old girl Kamala. But let's go ahead and just talk for a second on this. This is why I couldn't zoom in earlier, because I was on the wrong goddamn keyboard because I have two computers running. So the CEO of Telegram, which is basically one of the best free speech networks you can be on, has been indicted in France and banned from leaving the country. Now, he did get released, but French prosecutors indicted Telegram CEO Pavel Durov for complicitly and distributing child sex abuse images, which I don't know about that. As far as I just think that is something they're adding on to him. And it may, like, look, I've been a part of organizations that have taken down shit in Discord. There were literally CP porn Discords that got taken down. So why isn't Microsoft, that now owns Discord, being shut down? And people want to say it wasn't a political, get fucked with that. It's political bullshit. Aiding organized crime and ignoring lawful orders. Durov was arrested near Paris and ordered to post a 5 million euro bond. He cannot leave France pending further legal action. His case tests the limits of governmental control over tech companies that operate globally. Telegram, based in the UAE, claims that it does not share user information with authorities, which good. While some tech leaders criticize the investigation, child safety advocates assert Telegram facilitates more illegal activity than any other major network. The platform has around 950 million. You want to know what facilitates more of that? Facebook, bitch. So why isn't Mark Zuckerberg in fucking jail then?
Nope, not me. Facebook.
Well,
Meta.
Meta altogether. Yeah,
Meta,
because
whatever.
yeah.
So, here's the thing. So, one thing that I actually didn't know about this, there's a Wall Street Journal article too about all of this stuff. And back in 2018, Macron actually met with Durov,
Yeah.
and he declined Macron's proposal to have Telegram be based in France. But also,
Damn
they
right.
said back in 2017, French spies actually targeted Durov in a joint operation with the UAE and like hacked his iPhone. They said that the Telegram says that they have the European Union has a Digital Services Act, and it requires online companies to cooperate with authorities in the countries to help with the spread of misinformation on their platforms. And Telegram did sign on saying like they're going to comply with that. Now, the investigation is on whether the platform is enabling the child stuff, drug trafficking, and sale of unauthorized encryption software, and whether they're breaking French law by refusing to cooperate with authorities on on illegal content or whatever in France itself. So he was detained, but they said the prosecutors say that he hasn't been named as anyone as a target in their investigation. That was what I thought was weird, because this article,
that's weird.
Like the prosecution's like, listen, he's not an actual target for this investigation, but we're going to keep him for 96 hours. And then so they were either going to keep him from 96 hours to question him, and then they released him. And at the end of the article, I wrote it down because I thought it was really interesting, is because it says France's new hard line reflects growing concern, particularly in Europe, about the threat that big digital companies pose to society. That big digital companies pose a threat to society. Okay.
Like what's going on in Britain right now?
Which means a real freedom of speech is what proposes a threat to their rule, to be honest. That's what they're not saying.
Yes. Authorities worry that Telegram, X, TikTok, and other platforms are spreading misinformation, fueling anti-Semitism and racism, and tolerating illegal commerce on their platforms.
It's because you're far right.
Yeah.
And also, I don't know if we have a quick article. I don't want to bring up this YouTube video because I don't know how long it is, but Trump has been re-indicted on some of the same bullshit that Jack Smith was trying to bring on him before. But I'll read what Rich was kind of saying because he's in on it. It's a dumbed down version of the original charges. It takes all the obvious presidential acts out and a few other lesser charges added. So it's just another wannabe indictment against them. That's pretty much it. And they're going to continue to at least try this or other things, because why wouldn't they if they feel like they're losing? If they felt like they were winning, why would they keep doing this? And we know that it's bullshit. Like most people do, because even whenever you ask a liberal, what is the charge that brought his misdemeanor up to a felony? They can't name it.
Right.
Well, they do. They say interference.
Yeah.
Interference. What was it? It's
an official proceeding.
It's interference in an election, but
I'm a real boy.
I'm a real boy.
Jack Smith isn't a real pushing his luck. He's gonna end up on the wrong side of
But
exactly.
Once again, read the indictment, read the charging, the actual things that he was charged with. It doesn't say interference with an election.
Right.
It doesn't. It doesn't say election interference. It just says
we need to get him.
Yeah, it just says that it just says another charge, but people don't read that. The same thing with the E. Jean Carroll thing. They're like, "Oh, the judge said he was charged with rape." Read what they said. It's in there. It says, "Do you think is Donald Trump guilty of rape?" And on the jury foreman, it says no. Nope.
Interfering with an official congressional proceeding, like pulling fire alarm minutes before a vote. Oh yeah, it's different. Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yep.
Mm-hmm. But they also Zuck is trying to not get bucked in the prison wallet when Trump becomes president.
Absolutely. I think that's why he put out his shit.
Hold on.
Well, he tried to get ahead of
Can I just
what may
appreciate
happen.
prison wallet for a second? Because
Yes.
I had never heard that before in my entire life. So
Are you serious?
I have never heard the term.
Girl, you were
prison
from
wallet.
Jersey at one time and you never heard the term prison wallet? I am surprised.
No. No one's touched my prison wallet.
You don't have a prison wallet, madam.
Yeah, she
Well,
does.
yeah, she does.
Everyone
was gonna
has a
say,
prison
yes, she
wallet.
does.
Yeah, she does. We all have one. Never mind. My
She's
bad.
like, I got an anus. What are you
Girls
talking about?
don't have prison wallets. They don't do anything out of a prison wallet either.
That sounds like
None
my
of that
buddy
ever
Your
Corey.
heathen
happened.
That's like
cousin, I bet she does.
that's
Anyway,
like my buddy Corey in high school and shit. He's like, girls don't poop. They smell
Yeah.
like flowers. I'm like, oh, you motherfucking retard. You're gonna
Oh,
learn
you're-
quick. And now he has 2 kids, and I'm like, girls poop, huh?
There is no money in a woman's prison wallet.
That is a fact, Jack.
Thank you for joining us. Don't forget to follow.
It's one of those fancy
Oh my
ones.
god,
from Chanel.
I love you all in the comments. You guys are fucking savage. You're the best. Love you all. It's so great. Be sure to give us a like and
Yeah.
a follow if you aren't following yet.
Don't
Be sure to
forget. Don't forget
please
to
give
go
us a
follow
like.
the Shake and Bake Boys. They were
Yes.
fucking great in the first hour today. I will probably be in and out for the next couple weeks.
Yeah.
Ryan will be here on Friday.
I want to see the purpose.
I will. Yes, I will be.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I really I do apologize for being in and out the last couple weeks, but with work and Ryan coming, it's been a shit show.
Already blaming the baby.
Listen, she's kicking Amanda right in the coont. But yeah,
Aw.
Ryan will be here on Friday morning.
That
I
sounds good. I can't wait.
I can't say enough. And hold on, I'm gonna make myself the big because I don't want to do this more than once. I'm gonna put myself in the solo. I want to thank every single one of you. From TikTok to Discord to the people in our chat. Fucking thank you. Thank you more than you guys could ever imagine. I cry too much on this thing, but thank you guys so much. The love that me and Amanda have gotten from every single one of you in sending things to us has been a godsend. It's every day we wake up to more and more stuff, and our list is almost completely done. Like
That's what's up.
almost everything we've put on that list, we have received. Thank you very much. We appreciate the fuck out of every single one of you. Thank you for helping us out during this time. It is the greatest feeling when I wake up and there's just more stuff for the baby that we need and we can use. So thank you. Thank you more than you ever know.
Oh yeah. This is just me.
Nope.
Davey's like, I don't even know what I can't do it right now. I don't know what I'm
listen,
doing.
I there's so many people that like, dude, Xander sent us something. Like there's
Oh,
so
that's
many people
awesome.
from
Fuck yeah.
different like Xander sent us something. Julie sent us a bunch of shit. Like this is one of the things that
And for
Pretty
people
Patriot,
that don't know, Pretty Patriot. There you go.
Pretty
Yeah.
Patriot sent us this.
Oh, that's
But
so
she-
cute.
But she also sent us like diapers and wipes and like it's been
Aw.
And hey, man, of course, all of us are, and like Jennifer said, yeah, we're proud of you and Amanda. And we're proud. We're gonna be proud of that baby. Proud of what you guys are doing. And cheers to you.
Mhm.
Cheers to Amanda. And cheers to the baby in the future. It's gonna be awesome. And I can't wait for that baby to be born.
I know.
Thank you. Yeah, I just, dude, it's
And tell her Uncle Scott loves her.
yes, I will. I definitely
And
listen.
Auntie Jackie.
Yeah, I will. You listen. Both of you are getting a fucking call. Walk it off you.
Walk it off
I
your
know.
pussy.
It's just.
That's why I love our comment section and
I
our
do.
people to watch. Oh yeah,
I love our
y'all.
chat. I will never call them fans. I will never call them followers.
No.
They are the fucking chat.
They are the
Um,
chat and our family in this as we're
They are
going.
the fucking it's just
Mullet mob.
It's the mullet mob, man. It's like what fucking Muffin send us a camera, like
they were having a weak pullout game.
Listen, I said it, dude. I'm not gonna lie. When I met Amanda,
the slow clap.
when I met Amanda, I said I'm gonna get her pregnant, and I did. You
That's
know,
very true.
yeah. But like, no, man, it's one of those things. Like, you know, when like, like I said, nobody showed up to our baby shower, and like, but we were just overwhelmed with people just sending us shit, man. It's one of those things that like you can't. And
Well,
I
it's when
want to
you-
thank every single one of
Right.
everybody, but it's like so many fucking people, and
Well, it's
then
when
like
you know you got a lot of support from the outside. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
sorry that it didn't turn out that way the best with like some of the people that could have been there, but you damn well know that
Yeah.
if me and Jackie were anywhere
No, I
near
know.
there, I would have
No,
came
Oh,
over.
yeah.
I know you guys would have been here.
But
and
that's why we do what we can do and send stuff as we can, and yeah.
yeah, no, I truly know. I know. You listen. I know. The business party family would have been there, but you know we all live all over the fucking place,
Right.
But you know it. But the mullet mob also, they fucking showed out, man. Like Amanda was getting stuff. They never take Lacey serious. You'll never make it. No, but
Very true.
the mullet mob sent some fucking shit. Like, man, it was like, I didn't think we were gonna get that. I didn't think we were gonna get that. Holy shit! No, we got that. Like, yeah, no,
It's super awesome.
it's great, man, and yeah, and I want to thank everybody individually, but I mixed up all the receipts.
Hey.
You know, even like yours didn't even come with a fucking receipt.
Yeah,
on it.
I know.
Like
Mine didn't
did
show
you
a
get
name,
it? And I was
no
like,
nothing. Yeah.
what did you get? What did you send? And you're like, oh, the toys. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll be playing with those too. But yeah, man, I listen. That baby's room has more than enough shit to last us until Amanda goes back to work.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
and that's all I care about.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Hell
So,
yes,
yeah.
man.
Yeah.
And again, can't wait for an update on Friday, bro.
I can't.
It's gonna be cool.
I know.
I know. I can't wait. 7 a.m. Friday morning. Scheduled C-section.
Sappy Davy.
Listen, I'm always happy. Everybody,
He's
he's
definitely one of
I am a sappy motherfucker. I can't help it. When people show you love and affection, I can't like
I don't know how to
dick.
do that shit. I like it's weird autistic noises with me when I start getting I'm like, ah.
Listen, I once again I'm a dick and I will be a complete dick, but I do when I appreciate the fuck out of you, like I appreciate the fuck out of you, you know? But you know, I'm still a dick. So it is what it is. On that note,
that's
thank
why
you
you're part of
everybody. I'll see you sometime in the next week and a half. I'll probably be on tomorrow because Rich is sick. So
Right. And make sure to check out Pretty Antisocial Podcast. When are you
Yes.
guys on?
Yeah.
Tuesday and Wednesday?
We actually switched it. We're actually on Monday morning at 11 and Wednesday morning at 11.
Actually, that's
So
kind of
it's
cool.
Monday
Give yourself a
and
day
Wednesday.
in between. That's cool.
Oh, let me tell you, we needed that day in between because
Yeah, I
it was
getcha.
like
listen,
between Tuesday and Wednesday, I was like, no one talk to me.
I'm not gonna lie to you. This bitch right here is gonna be cut open with a camera in her hand, just so she can show everybody how much of a crying asshole I really am.
Oh man, whenever I watch,
It's so exciting though.
I watched my youngest daughter the whole time during a C-section. Whew, that was intense. I'll tell you.
The doctor goes. So we were there yesterday. Real quick, we were there yesterday, and they were asking questions. They're like, "You gonna cut the umbilical cord?" And I went, "Nope."
I did.
Nope.
I did on all three of them.
My husband took pictures, like when the first one came from the C-section, and he took pictures the whole time. I only looked at those pictures once because I was like, I never want to see that inside of me ever again.
Oh, they're
Like,
crazy.
No.
I can't. Nope. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. I'm gonna. Doctor can cut it. Whatever it is, what it is. Yay! The baby's there.
And I have to say this to Amanda: planned C-section was the easiest, best thing ever. Like in, out, lickety split. You go in, you're like, get your goofiness on, and then you're like, the baby's out.
The
and then happiness.
recovery part
It's
takes a little
amazing.
while.
Yeah.
Like the
The-
recovery
yes.
part takes a little bit because the muscles have to heal and all that jazz.
Yes.
And yeah.
But it is way different from being in labor and then
Yeah.
having to have a C-section than to just go in and have a C-section. Like I know for me personally, when I had my first one, I was in labor first and then had emergency C-section, and my recovery was a lot longer than just going in and having a C-section. So you got this, girl. We're praying for you. Like, yes.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. One of the two may happen. One of the two may happen because I can't. I can't.
I
do
would
it.
almost put it more toward puking than fainting. I could see you being like, "Oh, can't do this."
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. She
Ugh.
was. Yeah, she was
Yep.
like they they worked her like a fucking old Chevrolet yesterday.
Yeah.
They were in there. It was just like, I was like, oh boy, oh,
But yeah, pretty
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 antisocial.
antisocial.
Yeah, pretty antisocial.
Yes, let's go. Yeah, because we need to get off here. We've been on. It's almost going on
Yeah,
2.5
almost
hours.
2.5.
Yep.
But listen, we haven't talked in 2 weeks. But
No,
yeah,
that's true. Yeah, I mean,
Nope.
and people are still watching, and I mean, but mainly Jackie's on a later time, which I've
Yeah,
almost
yeah.
thought about seeing if we could possibly go an
Oh,
hour
yeah.
earlier sometimes for this, but I don't know if that could happen.
If
Just 'cause
my
everyone's
husband's
schedule.
home, if my husband's home, absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely, I could do an hour earlier. And I'd love it because I don't have to put anybody to bed, and I just be
But
like,
what time?
I just walk up here and close
You guys
the
are
door.
during the day. What time is your guys' schedule at? I know it's what is it? 10?
We are 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Central.
Central. That's why I say
So,
10. Yeah, yeah.
Hold on,
yes.
give me 1 second because they asked for the link. I'm gonna
Yeah.
put it.
Throw the link in there and let them know what you guys are kind of talking about, what you guys are going through.
Yeah,
please.
so with Pretty Antisocial, it's actually a lot different from here. We like go into lolcows, a lot of them. Right now, we're talking about Nick Rekieta and that whole thing that's going on after him and his wife and another woman were actually arrested for cocaine and other drug possession. So we're going through that whole story. And next week we are looking into other things as well. But
Yeah, I was gonna
you
say
just
that's
think
gonna
people
die
are
out eventually.
yeah, I mean, we have like people are interesting creatures, and there are a
Yeah.
lot of them out there that we just like to observe and comment on. And it's been very good to us. That community is very, very
Listen, I'm gonna
And then
tell.
also the other
nice.
host on that is Haley Kennington. So if you want to go ahead and give her a follow also on Twitter, which I still call it X, whatever you want to call it.
Yes.
She's been putting out some pretty good stuff as well. So check that out or
If
check
any-
her out also. She also writes at Wrong Speak Publishing, and I've read some of her stuff, pretty damn good. And also, what is your X handle, Mama?
I'm a J.
Yeah, it's at Suburban Mama 1. That's Suburban Mama the number 1, and it's
Yes.
MOMMA. Yes.
Amanda
Okay.
threw up. If you're in Rumble, Amanda threw up the Amazon list for some of the stuff that we have left.
Yeah.
I'm very upset nobody has bought us the Star Wars blanket, but okay. I'll let that go. I'm like I said, I'm sad that nobody's bought that, but anyway, but yeah,
'Cause
but
I
yeah, the
want it.
girls listen, the girls do a great job. We do ADHD here. All
Mhm.
right. The girls, they will grab onto you.
I know. I give
like a
myself credit.
fucking
I
anaconda.
actually reeled us in a couple of
Yeah,
times.
you did
tonight.
today. You did today. which I'm not gonna lie, it's good. But
yeah.
the girls grab you like an anaconda and will fucking circle you, and you're done. And
Very
you know,
true.
in the Dabbleverse, that's good.
100%.
In the Dabbleverse,
Is-
you need that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Mama J, is my shenanigans welcome there? Absolutely.
Oh yeah. No, you don't
We
have to
talked about
behave there.
Baldos the other day, so
Yeah.
you're fine. And if you need to know, come on over. And we'll tell you what a Baldo is.
Mhm.
Come and knock on our door. We've
There's
been
a
waiting
Baldo for you.
There you go.
All right, we love you. We'll see you next week, hopefully with a baby in my arms.
And also Friday, we're gonna be doing Kingdom this Friday.
And I will jump in. I
Yeah.
will jump in with
if,
the baby.
if he's able to, absolutely
I will
jump on in.
Listen, not gonna lie. Once again, we are just hey, we have a way to get out. I will jump in the shower like I've done before, you motherfuckers, because I will do that.
That
That's
was
what I'll
funny.
fucking do.
That was funny as hell when you did that. I'm gonna be like, no nudity now.
No,
Yeah, welcome to Davies OnlyFans. But yes, check us
you
out
like
on
shrimp?
Friday. Fridays, the same bad time, same bad channel, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. And that is just a meme type show, just going over funny stuff, talking the shit that you normally can't with other people, and just stuff that you want to go through. It's just a really good old time. It's no politics really at all. And like we get a little bit more serious here, but we still have a lot of fun. Obviously, we like fucking around. But join us then as well. But yeah, Friday for that. And be sure to give this stream a like and a follow so you can catch all of our craziness as we go to the apocalypse with all of you. And with that note, we love you all. Hope you all have a good night. We will see you again later.
Love you.